Hi, Laura. I forgot that I can pin messages on YouTube as well, so you get a double pin. Laura, how'd you feel, Mr. Number One? Kind of feel like I'm a little bit in the way. What if I move like this? I think that's worse somehow. Eeh. You're ill? Oh, you did get sick then from your mum's cough, right? That she had? She passed it to you in the end? I hope you're better tomorrow. That's a real shame, Laura. There's like no copyright sound. Like the little music, it's like jazz, blues. I actually really unironically like it. Oh gosh. Shivering throughout the night even with a weighted blanket on. Yeah, that sounds about right. Have you taken any paracetamol? I'm sure I don't need to ask, but you know, just in case. Really, it's good as like a preventative measure to keep fevers low. 2 tablets this morning? Okay. I was gonna say the one this morning, but I'm sure I don't need to remind you to take the paracetamol again. I hope you recover soon, or having that kind of sickness, especially the coughs, is like, oh, I hate it. For me, I hate ear infections more, but that's just me, and I am a baby. Around dinner? Okay, not too long then. And it's good to have them with something. Sorry for my little sippies. I'm like doing really pathetic little coughs. Right. Anyways, we didn't start chapter 3 because it was going to be at like the end of chapter 3. It triggers when you talk to Mary, so I saved before that. Gosh. So immediately, I don't think I can even choose buttons right now, yeah. Everyone's in bed, bedtime. Are you retiring to bed? Yes. Good night. See, there it is. Ending. There is a dog barking outside. It's been 3 days since Shimio's defeat. Mashita and Sho have left, leaving only Christy and I at the mansion. We've not had any new mark bearers arrive, nor any new info on any spirits. Death's footsteps keep drawing closer. Good work, Lady Christy and Lord Yashiki. Did you obtain any clues? No, nothing really. I'd hoped, but I see. Lady Saya's study seemed optimal to contain something of interest. Christy and I just finished investigating Sayakujo's study. It had been full of mountains of specialized books and piles of reports. It was a daunting task. We did our best to search through them regardless, except it was all futile. Everything was about healing the spirit, nothing mentioned the mark at all. Hey, Mr. Yashiki, don't you think it's useless to keep searching the mansion? Do you have any other ideas then? Well, remember what I said about Hate Shrine? Right, of course you... I was thinking, maybe the shrine is connected to the spirit stuff. That's what Shimio's note said, right? Everything happening in the forest is the divine wrath of Hate Shrine. Then you think the Malcolm spirit activity are because of this divine wrath? It's definitely a possibility. Disasters happen in many ghost stories and myths because of the wrath of gods. Isn't there value in looking into it? Ah. Maybe. Exactly what I expect from you, always so quick on the uptake. Christy is brimming with confidence. She seems in a much better mood than she was 3 days ago. She's a famous reporter after all, so maybe this is what she's really like. So, Mary, I'd like to go see Hate Shrine. You don't mind, do you? It is true many unpleasant rumours surround that forest. If the cause is Hate Shrine, there may be some clues there. But even if there are, if it's spiritual, then how are normal humans like us supposed to find it? Christy and I don't have spiritual powers. I don't know about that. Christy was kind of MVP in saying prayers. In that case, could you bring me along with you to Hate Shrine? I should be able to sense the presence of anything spiritual. I can act as a guide as well. You know that shrine? Yes, in truth it enshrines the guardian deity of the Cujo family. Over the generations, the heads have taken care of the shrine. However, that came to an end after the recent war resolved. As one who serves the Cujos, I am concerned about its present state. Then bringing you along would mean I have to carry you, don't I? As it is impossible for me to walk, I would agree with that assessment. I'm sorry to inconvenience you. It's okay, Mary. An overgrown forest in the dead of night. Not looking forward to having to carry Mary all the way to the shrine. You look worn out and we haven't left. It's a small price to pay if we can get any hints about the spirits. That's true. I think Mary's eager about this too, so I'll just have to deal with it, I suppose. Let's get back to the forest. I think she's my only partner, right? She's got loads of spirit power. Oops, I keep forgetting it's not system. I'm such a sausage. I hate that like my turret has died just immediately after starting stream. I mean, it's not like I was sitting here talking to myself before then either. Gotta keep taking sippies. Okay, to the forest. Before we leave, we put Mary in the back seat. Thank God she's not as heavy as she looks. She'll be able to carry her just fine. By the way, Miss Yashiki, have you read the files over there? She points to the right side of the room and shelves packed with files. Not yet, I've searched most of the mansion, but I haven't checked the garage. Oh, really? Kirsty grabs the file and flips through the pages. We're literally about to leave. Looks like articles on various crimes. The clippings cover every incident in H City and the surrounding area. Was Miss Cujo looking into criminal activity? Any of it look related to the mark? No, not as far as I can tell. These are all extremely old. The most recent is dated 5 years ago. Puts the file back. Alright, should we head out soon? Yeah, like right now, Christy. Jeez. Park outside the entrance of the forest and gather Mary into my arms. We make our way to the familiar arch. Still a long way to go. A middle-aged man carrying a doll. You're practically a ghost story yourself if someone sees you here. Very sorry to cause you such trouble. Mary stares up at me as I hold her. Her skin and hair glint bewitchingly when the light from the flashlight catches them. I've not been outside in a long time, and to go hiking in the arms of such a fine gentleman, this is a very precious experience. She sounds as dispassionate as ever, but is she actually having fun? Still, it is just as the rumors say. This forest is filled with curses and resentment of the dead. Simply their presence is enough to drive the living mad. The land is tainted. I can see why it has given birth to monstrous spirits. I bet if you track down the cause of it, it'll be the divine wrath. Let's hurry to the shrine. We reach the old Torii gate with no trouble. We stand and watch a while, but nothing comes out of the beehives. They seem to be sleeping. It is most likely because Shimio is now gone. Hate Shrine is up those stone steps. At Mary's direction, we walk towards the gate. A small black shadow flits across our feet. It's that rabbit again. So this is the rabbit you told me about, Lord Dashiki. You are correct, it is very cute. The rabbit stares up at the two of us. Then disappears toward the shrine. What in the world was that about? What do you think, Mary? I felt a strange presence. It appears to be possessed by some kind of soul. So it's a spirit too. Indeed. Though it does not appear strong enough to give marks to humans, we know nothing of its true nature, so please proceed with caution. We follow the rabbit under the Torii gate and up the stone steps. Well, that's not good. At top, we find wilderness creeping in. Doesn't seem to be anything here but an old altar. Is this Hate Shrine? Sadly, it has fallen into disrepair. The war was over 50 years ago. I suppose this was to be expected. The black rabbit's gone. Deserted shrines give me the creeps. Let's hurry up and get to searching so we don't have to stay here long. Headless Buddha statues are buried in the ground. Creepy. Wonder what happened here. Well, the fact that they're headless is pretty telling. There's a sacred Shimenawa rope on a ragged boulder. Wonder if that boulder is in Iwakura. What's that? According to ancient Shinto tradition, it's a sacred rock that God descended on. It's not common for the rock itself to become an object of devotion. It's a wooden shrine also. Called the old mirror, serves as the go shintai. Looks like it's true that no one's taken care of this place in a long time. I peek inside the altar just in case, but all I find is a thick layer of dust. The go shintai's outside and the altar's empty. That's good standing. I don't think there's any more we can search. The Buddha statues concern me. Why are all the ones within the shrine missing their heads? Shinto and Buddhism were ordered to be separated during the Meiji period. Before then, many shrines were dedicated to both. Hate Shrine was much the same. But in the Meiji period, there was a push to make Shinto the main religion. The faiths were forced apart. Extremists stole the Buddhist statues from shrines and desecrated them. Oh, the famous anti-Buddhist movement. So this is where that happened. No, it was done in public spaces, as they wanted to make a show of it. The broken statues were carried here to serve as a memorial for worship. Kuju family head was said to be aggrieved, so he moved them in secret. It seems all the broken statues from around H City were buried here. Strange. So their worship, but this place is pretty much a ruin. You have a keen eye, Lord Yoshiki. The shrine was subsequently dug up and the statues were stolen. So they came all the way into this huge forest just to carve broken statues? Who would do something like that? That I do not know. I merely heard they were stolen 50 years ago around the time of the war. The statues were broken, thrown away, and then dug up. They say Buddha has a wealth of patience, so even he'd get angry. Could that anger turn to divine wrath and give birth to the Markan spirits? Mary, have you been able to feel the presence of any spirits or whatever? About that, this sounded much more foreboding than I had imagined. The enmity of the forest follows all else. It is hard to sense beneath it. So, too much background noise, right? Yes, although I do sense the same presence as Lady Christie's mark, however faint. I'm sure the spirit that gave her the mark is somewhere in the forest. So after all that, we were unable to reconfirm something we already knew. Forgive me, I was unable to. You don't have to apologise, Mary. We learned plenty of value here. What do you mean? I'll tell you on the way back. First, let's get the hell out of here. The place gives me the creeps. Maybe it's the ill will Mary sensed. We leave H. Shrine walking down the beast trail to the forest entrance. Maybe it's because of that strange tale, but for some reason I feel like someone's watching us from the darkness of the trees. We begin driving back to the mansion. As we break out of the dense forest, I can see building lights pop up here and there. Well, that was a complete waste of time. My anxiety lifted. I don't even bother to filter the words that slip out my mouth. Oh, I don't think that's true. It's all coming together for me. Without further prodding, Christy starts in on her theory. Passion evident in her voice. I believe Shamir was right. Hatron is definitely what's causing all the strange stuff in the forest. Hello, Spub. Hope you're doing well today. A quick hi and bye? No problem. You know I appreciate you stopping by, Spud. Have a good sleep. I'm sure it's those stolen statues. Don't you agree? 19 hours? Oh, you've been awake for 19 hours? Oh, golly. I wonder. I hope you have a very good sleep, Spud. It feels like we just don't have enough info at this point to say one way or the other. Salute. But there's no denying that a lot of strange things are going on in that forest. Between all the suicides and Shimiya wandering around, couldn't just be a coincidence, could it? If we research the shrine, we might learn more about the mark. I feel it's a lot safer than risking our lives looking for spirits. Don't you think? You might be right. My replies are half-hearted, which isn't what Chrissy was hoping for, so she falls silent. An awkward and comfortable silence settles. Lord Jeshki, please stop the car. Mary speaks for the first time since we entered the car. What is it? I sense a presence similar to Lady Christie's mark close by. Ooh. I don't remember chapter 3 very much. Following Mary's request, I park in a vacant rest stop on the outskirts of H City. Christy and I step out of the car. Gah. That is indeed something nearby. My mark is suddenly scolding. Is something nearby? Look, someone's over there. Suzu, my daughter. A small girl steps out of the telephone box. Why are kids outside at this time of night? Thank you for bringing me out here this late at night, Eta. Got to talk with Hanayomi. Oh yeah, glad to hear it. A rather round young man appears, stepping out of the shadows. You got your question answered, Suzu? Yeah, it's okay now. Hanayomi sure is amazing though. She knows where everything is. Uh-oh, they just got cursed. You got that right. She helped me find my limited edition Love and Hero phone strap I dropped. What's Love and Hero? Well, you don't know. Popular old idol group here. They've been all over TV lately, I'm surprised you haven't heard of. TV's restricted at home. Mom says it rots your brain. Oh, Eta, is the bus coming soon? Oh, the last bus is on its way. We better go. We'll be in big trouble if your mum finds out we went out. Yeah. We watched from a distance for a while, but it's hard to determine their relationship. Pain from my scar suddenly gone. Hey Christy, what do you think? I turned, but Christy isn't there. Hey, you there, just how do you know that girl? Oh, yeah. Depending on your answer, I'll report you for child abduction. Well, there goes Christy, hounding the poor guy. Just calm down. I tried to placate her, but she won't budge. The man stumbles over his words. He looks flustered and overwhelmed. Hey, lady. Don't be mean to Ada. Girl rushes over to stand defensively in front of him and glares at us. Seems a lot more level-headed than the flustered guy behind her. I asked him to help me, okay? I wanted to talk to Hanayomi, so I had him come with me. Who's this Hanayomi you keep mentioning? A ghost who helps find things. People said that you can talk to her from this telephone box. A ghost, huh? She looks at me. We're both thinking the same thing. Earlier the mark was hurting, so maybe... You guys look serious, what's going on? Nerves against between us. Does the scar look familiar at all? I show them the mark on my right arm. Hey, hold on, what's this? That looks exactly like mine. He pulls off one of his gloves and reveals the mark on his hand. It's the curse scar, yeah, I saw an article. Say it causes amnesia or even kills you, but that's nonsense. It's not at all true, right? Right? Sounds like he'd heard the rumors but chose not to do anything about it. It's no surprise, really. Tough to believe it's real until your memory loss starts becoming noticeable. I've got one of those too. It showed up on my left wrist when I made that phone call earlier. Pulling up her sleeve, she shows us her mark. We both have the mark, and after calling Hanayomi. It's more than a coincidence. Well, we can't just leave them here. Let's bring them to the mansion. Susie's gonna get in trouble. We tell them what's going on and ask them to go to Kujo Mansion with us. Surprisingly, it doesn't take much to get them to come. I thought it would take more convincing. Could partially be because they missed the last bus while talking with us. Before they climb in, I warned Mary to stay quiet until we get back. That'd be a bad idea to freak them out. First, we introduce ourselves. The man's name is Ada, the girl's Susie. It's as they met through the reader's column in the Parts Monthly. Susie mentioned she was interested in Hanayomi and Ada told her what he knew. Then she pestered him into bringing her to the room and telephone box. Don't meet up with strangers you meet online, Susie? We're out this late because of her. Her parents aren't pretty strict. Her mother keeps a close eye on her after school and she has permission to go out. So she snuck out of the house after her mother went to bed. Hanayomi is just as famous at my school as Hanako is. Hey Eta, please tell them about those rumors. Do I have to? Okay, fine. Eta reluctantly tells us at Susie's request. They're just rumors I read, but... Hey, remember that one story? You know, the one about the public phone box in H City? There's a ghost that looks like a bride, and she'll find what you're looking for. One of my friends actually tried it. He went to the specific phone box that lets you talk with ghosts. The phone suddenly started ringing. He slowly picked up the phone. But all he could hear was this weird smacking noise. He stayed on the line until... Did you see it? He heard a woman whisper. So he did what the rumor said to do and said, no, I haven't seen it. Then she said, what do you want to see? His cat had gone missing, so he asked where it was. When he looked where the woman said it was really there, so the rumors are totally true. I want to go and ask her where my future bride is now. Oh, wanna come with me? Curse number one. I carried Mary from the car and gently placed her back on the sofa.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you very much. Being in your arms is not bad, but I am most calm when I am here. The doll really talked. I can't say I expected that. Does that mean all the stuff about the mark is true too? On the way over, we updated Susan and Nita was just about all they needed to know. They may not completely believe us, but they're not rejecting it outright either. Seems like Ada in particular has already experienced some memory loss. Something about forgetting the names of anime characters or voice actors. Christy looked at him strange, but he appears to be taking it quite seriously. And Susie stuck out of her house because she believed the rumors about Hanayomi. They both believed in the occult already. Pretty sure they'll help us find a way to escape the mark. Granted, they're also really curious about Hanayomi. Well, Hanayomi is that mark, so... you know, it flows. Flows for them. Pardon me, but may I speak? The marks on Susan and Eita, they are likely from Hanayomi. And Lady Christie, the feeling I sense from your mark is the same as theirs. So you can assume Hanayomi also gave the mark to you. Do you recall encountering her? Something weird did happen right before I entered the forest. I stepped in the phone box on Team Mountain. The phone rang out of nowhere. It might be because of that. The telephone box at that rest area is also in the rooms of Hanayomi. But I didn't pick it up. It creeped me out, so I left. I was never able to give that person one final call because of that. Who are you talking about? It's not for children to know. Fine. So there are other phone boxes like that. I think there are 3 that Hanayomi will call from. When we went to in the highway parking lot is one, and one is at T Mountain Rest area. That's the one Christy went to. And Ita, where's the last one? At the park by T Apartments complex. It's the only one inside the city. But why just those 3 locations? Dunno, the BBS I read didn't say. Mister, do you really think Hanayomi is the one who gave us the marks? Yeah. The rumors about Hanayomi go back 5 years. No one's ever mentioned that she called you got a mark, because the marks are fresh. It's a higher entity thing. You can't deny that she got the mark right as she was on the phone, you know? Susan's right. Rumors about this mark thing only popped up super recently. So you're saying Hanayomi hasn't always been giving out the mark? Well, that I believe. If that's true, I wonder about what triggered the change. Of course, I can't really say, seeing as I don't know anything about spirits. Ghosts helping people find what they're looking for. That's pretty strange. Definitely the definition of a ghost story. Hey, Mr. Yashiki, if those rumors are true, why don't we try asking where the stolen statues are? If we return to their places, it might just save our lives. Search for the Buddha statues. If Christie's right, we might be able to escape the mark without fighting a spirit. Mary, what do you think? A good question. Objects with human forms are easily able to gain inexplicable powers. Bleeding stone statues, cast dolls, there are many examples. Historical statues of gods and Buddhas would certainly be no exception. Asking Hanayomi about them would be a good idea. So is this the doll before our eyes that has an inexplicable power to talk? Maybe it would be strange that Buddha statues could bring down divine wrath. Lord Yashiki, may I add, as I explained previously, your mark is different from the others. Sanctuary spirit seems to weaken your mark's power. It's been several days since you told me I was going to die. Taking care of spirits being encountered is likely harmful among the living. What are you trying to say? I cannot say what the relationship between your mark and Hanayomi is, but it is true that it's in your best interest to track down spirits. I hope you will guide these mark bearers this evening as well. I can't really picture Christy and Asa facing off against a spirit by themselves. If they failed, then the child would suffer the deadly consequences. That would weigh heavily on me. They're showing back, I'll figure something out. Thank you. Mary bows her head slightly. Mary? Mary. Now you should begin investigating Hanayomi. Why does she only call from 3 public phones within H City? Her secret may lie in the answer. We visited the parking lot already.
よろしくお願い
Please
します
investigate Team Mountain in the park by the apartment complex. Team on rest area. Okay, boss. We take her with us. Phone booth done solitary on the edge of the vacant rest area. An endless ear tree stand behind it. Chrissy must have run into the forest if she heard the phone ring. Woohoo. I can hear a dog howl from nearby. Almost sounds sad, but I'm probably just imagining it. I feel like that dog's calling someone. I think it's looking for its master. You understand it? Kinda, yeah, we have a dog at home too. And that one's not a regular dog. What do you mean? Pretty sure it's a spirit or ghost or something. Oh, oops. Am I supposed to talk about that stuff with my mom's friends? People think I'm weird if I do. But you understand, don't you? Yeah. Can't you sense the supernatural? It always felt like something was different about her from the start. Anyway, Mr. I think that's the telephone booth that's in the Hanayome rumors. Rumors say the phone is supposed to ring if you wait by it for a while. Guessing waiting outside doesn't count. Yeah, I think you're right. When I called her, it didn't ring until I went inside. The booth is too small for 2 people. Yeah, the IRCs will have to go in. Should I go in? No, I'll go in. Can't stand around like a kid do this. Kept inside, almost impossible to move around at all. I'd be sitting in the dark if a spirit attacked me while I'm in here. Clouded glass makes it hard to see outside. That makes me more nervous. I wonder how long I have to wait until the phone rings. To pass the time, I glanced around at the inside of the booth. There's a poster attached to the window. Help our investigation. On the night of 2/8/1990, an assault took place in the forest nearby. If anyone has any info on this case, please notify H Department. This is dated 5 years ago. Looks like something terrible happened to you. The phone begins to ring. I hesitantly reach out and pick it up. We have not seen it. Whatever it is. No one's speaking. Only hear dial tone. Hello, Cappy! What's going on? Munch, munch. Suddenly there's a strange noise. Crunching, smacking, like the sound of saliva as someone chews. I hate this noise so much. Did you see it? Tucked in the smacking is a woman's voice. The voice is creepy, cold, and chills me down to the bone. I'm okay, Cappy. I got a bit of a sore throat today, but I'm surviving. Is this Hanayome? Did you see it? She asks a second time. The rumors mention that I should say no. Oh wait, no, not no. Haven't seen. I haven't seen it. You have to be specific. Very seriously, I say I haven't seen it. What do you want to see? It's going exactly as the rumor said. Her name is supposed to tell you the location of whatever you're looking for. Chrissy told me to ask about the Buddha statues that were stolen from H Shrine. We'll give it a try. Buddha statues. Lord Buddha. Doesn't your arm already have the mark of the Buddha on it? Tell me, you want a new Buddha? Why are you doing that? Tell me. Well, tell me, tell me, tell me. Tell me, 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 tell me. Dang. The line goes dead. The woman's scream is still ringing in my ears. I feel sick. Must be because of my brush with that bug curling insanity. Why didn't she answer my question? What was different from when the others asked? The mark on my arm burns dully, as if it reminds me it exists. Maybe this is why she was acting strangely. And she did say something to the effect that Buddha gave me this mark. Was she just too insane to differentiate between Buddha and the monstrous spirit? Or is this mark really the work of divine wrath from the Buddha statues? I wait a while longer, but the phone doesn't ring again. There's no point in staying in here. As soon as I leave the booth, Susie comes up to me. You don't look good. Did something happen in there? I tell Susie about my conversation with Hanayumi. I wonder what's going on. She answered my question, okay. Susie furrows in confusion. Do you want to see about the other telephone box? Maybe some clues were there. Or you could try one more time here. There's no time to get lost in thought. The last phone booth is at the park by T apartments in the other direction. Hiccup. We'll head there after stopping at the mansion. Hiccup. It's probably wise to ask Mary what she knows since it's on the way. I can't look around here, that sucks. Tell Mary what happened at the phone box.
お疲れ様です。
You say Hanayumi acted strangely. She called the spirit that cursed you with your mark Buddha. I cannot say I know what she saw, but from what you said, she will likely not respond to your question. That does not mean she does not understand you, however. Use any method available to obtain as much information as you can. Actually, let me save again real quick. Just in case I mess up on these. The rest area was in a mountain park. See a small park tucked between all of the looming apartment buildings. There's no one here, I guess everyone's already asleep. Sure, there's a telephone booth from the rumors. Well, not that I'm here. I still have no idea why Hanayumi hung up on me. I followed the rumors exactly. Where did I go wrong? I scratched my head. Don't hear to gossip, defy it. Defy. Suddenly I hear the strange voice again. Gossip, in other words, the rumors. What about if I don't follow the rumors? Susie, go back to the car. There's something I want to try. But it might end up backfiring on me. Okay. Please be careful, mister. Oh, wait one sec. I have a message from Eita. Oh. Yeah, he says there's new info on Hanayumi. Here it is. Susie hands me a note written by Eita. Don't talk about eyes or things like it when you're on the phone with Hanayumi. If the call goes sideways somehow, don't say I, okay? P.S. Best avoid anything that even sounds like I. Don't say I. There's nothing else. It just said defy it. No, that's all. Ed said he was sure it would help. Keep it in mind. Step inside, wait for the phone to ring. There's a poster in this place too. Just like the other one at the rest area, this looks like it's been here for a few years. Young woman kidnapped. Young local woman was kidnapped close to this location. If you're a witness to this crime, please notify the police. February 8th, 5 years ago. I think the poster I saw at the rest area had the exact same date. Coincidence? The phone rings. I grab the receiver and slowly pick it up. That didn't seem slow at all, personally. I hear a noise like chewing gum from the other end of the phone. An icy cold voice speaks. Did you see it? So you're doing the opposite this time. I saw it. You saw, didn't you? You saw that thing of me. Maybe I did. The voice cuts off. Something outside collides violently with the glass of the booth, but I can't see it. Tell me, how did you see it? With your own eyes, or eyeglasses, a telescope? We don't say I. It sounds like something searching around the outside of the phone box. You saw it, you said you saw it. What colour? A beautiful colour. Red, pink, green. Maybe pink? Akai, aka, midori. Okay. There's actually another word for pink, but I don't remember what it is. But I think that was the right one. You saw it. What kind of person are you? What's important to you? Your dreams, romance, love? Which one do you choose? I don't know the word for romance, but I know Yume, and met in Japanese eyes. I don't know words for romance specifically. I just know the right answers from deduction. The phone goes dead. The next I know, the bloody handprint is gone, and so is the ominous presence. The questions she asked me were strange. She was particularly anxious about what I'd seen. I think I did a good job not mentioning anything like eyes in my answers. Overly conscious being seen. Maybe that's where her secret lies. Exit the booth and Susie rushes up to me. My mouth suddenly started hurting. Did something happen? I tell Susie about what happened in the telephone booth. I wonder what that was about. I guess there's no way she'd know the answer. Huh? There's something on the ground. Sure enough, there's a folded up piece of paper lying near the booth. Looks like a piece of stationery. I don't think it was there before I went into the phone box. I pick up the paper and open it. To Seiko, I'll dispel all of your heartache. So forget that horrible incident and take your quiet rest up in heaven. An incident? The posters I saw in the telephone booth mentioned something like that too. Could they be connected? Ask Susie what they think. Is it a coincidence, or... Susie worries at her lip. We've gone to all the boxes now, shall we go back? I want to share all this with H.M. Miss Christie. Yeah. We should probably head back for now. Oh, welcome back. Christie's there in the garage. She's going through the files full of articles and criminal cases. How did the investigation go? Susan and I tell Christie what we discovered. I see. Enjoy your dinner, Laura. Aggressive hiccup. I can see Christie's mind working. Hey, Mr. Yashiki. Do you know those posters and that bit of stationery you found? Could they be linked to Hanayomi? She might have been someone who was caught up in the incident and killed. And if that's the case, then... She glances over at the files. The dates were 5 years ago, right? Then there might be an article on what happened here in these files. Let's get Ada to help out too. Go get a move on. All four of us began reading through the files. The clippings range from the smallest dispute to the most heinous crime in Hate City, but they're all dated 5 years ago or earlier. Did they get stored in the garage because they're so old? After a while, I think I found it. The date matches the posters, and the victim's name is Seiko. Susie lays the file out on the desk, and we both peer at it. The file's article was about an incident that happened 5 years ago. The victim's name was Seiko Hasegawa. Apparently she committed suicide in the forest by H Castle on the eve of her wedding. She was in her dress when she was found. Susie, you probably shouldn't read anymore. It's pretty bad. Thanks, Eita, but I want to know more about Hanayome. I feel like I need to do this. She's cringing, but she sounds determined. Between this and sneaking out at night, she's a surprisingly brave kid. So that odd for someone her age. I remember now. This happened back when I used to be a news anchor. Christy mutters just loud enough to hear. And do you know the whole story? It was horrible. It's hard to recount. A woman was abducted by a gang while she was walking her dog. They brought her to the forest and assaulted her. People found her battered and staggering along the road the next day. The dog was run over and killed near the forest when it chased after them. That's horrifying. Yeah, but that wasn't the end of Seiko Hasegawa's misfortune. Eita somberly cuts in. His usual grin is nowhere to be found. It's well known in some circles, but her assault was photographed. The pictures were sent to her fiancé. They threatened to make them public if he didn't pay up. I heard he gave him a ton of money to get the photos and the negatives. Is that true, Christy? Yeah, I heard that as well. Because of all that, Miss Seiko had a mental breakdown, and in the end, she hung herself. She'd been a serious, honest woman, so she just couldn't bear it. The cruel fate of a woman attacked before her wedding. We fall silent as that reality weighs on us. Susie timidly speaks up, her face pale. Maybe there's a connection between what happened to Miss Hasegawa and Hanayomi's phone boxes? According to the article, the incidents that wrecked her life took place near each phone box. She's abducted by the park and assaulted by the rest area. She's found wandering near the parking lot by A highway. The phone booths connect to Hanayomi and Seiko Hasegawa. The coincidence sends a shiver down my spine. So that note we found by the telephone booth. Did Seiko's fiancé write it? Most likely. What's strange is that it was there and not where she committed suicide. Did Hanayomi put it there? Maybe she was telling us something. I have no clue how spirits think, but if Susie's right, then that note is an important clue for us. I seem to recall Miss Seiko's fiancé was a famous musician. As a result, the case was widely publicized at the time. It happened right after they returned from a romantic trip to Greece. All the ladies were sobbing about how it made it all the more tragic. And the poor dog they brought on the trip died heroically as well. Where's the fiancé now? Well, he began acting strange due to the shock and then went missing. Some say her suicide was to follow him. But he wasn't the only one who disappeared. It sounds like all the culprits that went missing too. You hear about that online too? Well, something like that. The internet wasn't the same back then. There were only hubs. Hubs, like pre-internet chat rooms. Everyone was talking about it on the occult hubs back then. There was one person in the community who knew way too much. I think he was one of the culprits. Brought up a bunch of things like taking pictures and all that. Screw that guy. And I bet those were pictures of the assault. Yeah, that's right. After they were finished, those assholes got a camera out and took pictures of her face soaked with tears. The whole time she yelled, "Don't look, don't look." Don't look, huh? Hanayome has an extreme reaction to being seen by others. He kept going on about it, night after night, until he suddenly stopped posting. People who knew him said they couldn't contact him at all. Those guys deserve to die, but it's still really creepy, you know? Preach, Eita. Suddenly, a line from the note pops into my head. I'll dispel all of your heartache. Oh yeah, maybe he got vengeance for her. Hey Christy, do you happen to know exactly where in the forest Seiko killed herself? I was reporting at the time, so I did go to the location, but that was 5 years ago, so I don't remember exactly. I feel like I went west from that big arch at the entrance. So we're really gonna go? Yeah, we might be able to figure out something about Hanayomi. Okay, mister. I'll do my best. Your info was added to the spirit file. Let's do a cheeky deeky save. Not me going to system again out of habit. Okay, the forest and Weast. Hearing her speak, I had the impression that she'd been raised well, but now that I'm out alone with her like this, it's not just that. She's, how do I put it? This is a little late, but I hope we get along. Should I call you Mr. Yashiki? No, just, Mr's fine. Having you call me by my first name's kinda... Yashiki is not your first name. Saying Mr. Yashiki is perfectly fine. I think there's an error there. I'm sorry, that was rude of me. Yeah, no, that's a mistranslation. That's right, she's strangely mature. Suzu. Is it alright if I call you that? Yeah, just Suzu is fine. Okay. So what do your parents do? It's kinda out of the blue to ask that, but we might be in some life and death situations. Even if she's just a kid, I'd like to know what kind of person she is. Right now I'm only living with my mom. She pushes herself every day. Pushes herself? Does that mean she's a career woman who works just hard at her job? I see. Sorry for the random question. Not at all. She lives alone with her mother who works every day, which means she's basically living alone. That must be why she's so immature. Just then the tires hit a bump in the road. I can see a square grey object in the back seat through the rearview mirror. Is that thing back there yours? No, that's Ata's. Said it was a CD radio cassette player. Radio cassette player? Why? He said we might need music while we drive. Wanna listen to something? No, I'll pass. Conversation grinds to a halt after that. It's like this invisible person between us. After falling silent a while, Susie finally speaks up again. It makes sense for the conversation to turn to one direction. This mark, did Hanayomi really do this? I don't know for sure, but I think that's a natural assumption. Oh, I guess so. Suddenly it dawns on me. Why does this kid not want to treat the spirit like it's evil? Maybe it's just Hanayomi specifically. But that would be the best. What would? I mean, if Hanayomi were really a nice spirit. Yeah, you're right. Looking at me is relieved. I smile back at her, stiffly, the weight in the pit of my stomach. It's really true that we can get through this without anyone dying. Problem is that it's impossible. Lightly rub my wrist as I watch Susie smile out the corner of my eye. Yeah, I really hope so. I felt sorry for every single one of these spirits so far. Well, maybe not so much Shimio. But he just wanted to die and be with his family. But something horrific happened instead. Huh? We're gonna go in the forest? Susie's understandably terrified. Anyone would be in her shoes. No one wants to go into a dark forest at night. Especially a famous suicide spot. They'll be okay as long as we're careful. I didn't believe what I said for a minute. Just something you say at times like these. Yeah, sure. Okay. It's supposed to be west of the gate. I looked to the west of the gate again. There's no sign of a trail. Suddenly Susie's face stiffens. What's wrong? I just got cold. I follow the gaze and see a low shadow dashing out from the darkness. A dog? It certainly seems like the one. It keeps up the dirt with 4 legs, but it looks off somehow. Its fur as long as disheveled, and from certain angles its face looks human. The dog stares at us, growling softly. What is it? Are you trying to tell us something? Mom says you're not supposed to talk nice to dogs like that. She says to be firm like its master, and that's how you train them. If you give it attention, the dog will think it has power over you. So ignore it and stay quiet, huh? I guess it's true for humans too. Powerful people tend to ignore others. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. The dog barks loudly, then vanishes into the western underbrush. The moment it's gone, the chill in the air dissipates like it was never there. Was it trying to tell us that we should go that way? Maybe. I shine the flashlight on the spot where the dog disappeared. A now familiar pain shoots through my wrist. There's probably not much time left, we better hurry. Let's check the bushes over there. Whoa. Thick of trees next to the gate. Look at it. Doggone, I pushed my way into the underbrush. I spot traces of what used to be a path. You could barely call it one at this point. Must be the closed hiking trail. Path goes west from the gate. It's really here. Was it trying to tell us about it? Who knows? Anyway, let's get going. I see a little dot to the left. Push the grass aside, pick it up. Worn out talisman. Yippee! Okay, let's go left. Turn that in the grove of trees in front of us and catch a glimpse of something odd. Mister, what's that? Something stuck to that tree over there. Can't make it out from here. Move forward to a close look. What is this? All thought my mind seizes. It's as if I'm unable to process what I'm seeing. My brain comes to a halt. Are these photos? There are a bunch of pictures of different people west to the tree, but they're all... What is this? Why do all the eyes have nails? It's just as Susie said. For some bizarre reason, each photo has a person with nails driven through both eyes. Attached to the nails is some kind of tape. Cold sweat drips down my back. What kind of grudge would cause someone to do something like this? All of the pictures, they're all men. Susie mutters just loud enough to hear. Huh. I look over the photos again. A good number of them are deteriorated so they're hard to make out, but they must be right. Yeah, looks like it. All the subjects are men. It's clearly not a coincidence. I feel a little dizzy and step back. Through my blurry vision, something flashes in the light from the flashlight. Is something wrong? Nothing, it's just over there. Something sparkled up there. Something might be there. We should check it out. Check the floor first. Can I look at it again? Grab the tape that's wrapped around one of the nails and take a good look at it. Looks like audio tape that's been pulled out of a cassette. Do you have a player, don't we? Something must be stuck in the branches. The only way we'll be able to check it out is to climb up the trunk. You're gonna climb the tree? Many characters once the branches within reach. You have to climb them. Climb up it. Boost. If that's all, then okay, I'll try. Just got at the base of the tree and let her climb up on me. Up you go! Stagger a bit, but managed to stand. I feel like I'm on one of the trees now. Can you reach? Just a little to the right. I'm almost there. Susie reaches as far as she can with her hand, and I lose my balance. We both crash to the ground. You okay? I'm fine. Here. Susie shows me her hands. It's holding the object that was stuck in the branches. Got the dog collar. A collar? What you think of that dog was sold before coming here? Just belonged to that dog? I wonder who threw it away. Who knows? As I'm putting away my bag, I spot an inscription on the side of the collar. Menta? How are you supposed to pronounce that? It's really bothering me that I don't have anything. Oh well. Okay, we're facing that way now. Heard a low growl from somewhere. Can't start speaking it, but it seems to be watching me. Did see that dog at the gate. Not sure why, but I feel an intense hostility directed towards me. I mean, you are an adult man. What should we do? James and Susie speaks. The growling grows distinctly quieter. I remember the photos. All of them were men with nails in their eyes. Don't know what that has to do with the dog, but if those pictures demonstrate the hatred that saturates this place. If I'm with Susie, I might react differently. I consider my options. I've got your collar. Take the collar out from my bag. Safe about the spirit was born here, so the dog is likely tied to the collar. Face the general area of the barking's coming from and show it the collar. The dog appears like a gust of wind. Whoa. Before I can blink, it steals the collar from me. Gotta be firm with the doggo. When I try to quickly jump away, I hear Susie call out to me. Mr. Yashiki, don't But I don't catch the rest of it. The dog rushes at me so fast it looks like it's gliding over the ground. The dog stops in its tracks. It seems confused that I'm not reacting and just standing still. Shuffles back on its guard and then prepares to attack again. It bares its teeth and growls. I break my gaze and turn my back to it. I pretend not to hear it threatening me. It growls for a while, but until it abruptly stops. The dog holds the collar in its mouth and stares at me. The collar has an inscription on it, doesn't it? I'm sure it said. What should I call it? I mutter the name. The dog parks its ears. I say it again, this time more clearly. Then the dog turns around quietly and slinks into the brush. It disappears from sight. Seems I somehow managed to escape death. I pick up the collar that's left behind and sigh deeply. Are you okay? Yeah, that was... Can't even say it was no big deal, my words simply trailed off. That's all I can answer with. Pat myself down with my hands, but I don't seem to be injured anywhere. I did feel teeth biting into my hand when the collar was snatched from me though. The dog may be supernatural. Hope it doesn't attack again. I think we'll be fine. I found what I was looking for. You're right. I want to talk about the player. Tell me about Seiko. No,
お
not
疲
that.
れ様です。
What a sad one. A grudge against the world turned her into Hanayome. This is indeed the case. You may find a clue in that forest where she committed suicide. Okay, very cool. I don't have anything. Unless that's not what I needed. I'm thinking about something else. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't do that, probably. I forgot about that. There we go. And I can't grab that stuff in there. I started to feel like I'm missing something there, though. Oh well. This is where the dog attacked, I think. Don't see anything there. Oh, that, sound like a rope creaks above my head. Silhouette swinging in the shadow of the trees, my whole body shudders with dread. And look, they've got nails in their eyes. Are those people? Susie gives a terrified yelp. Speechless, I shine my flashlight on them. They clearly aren't people. They're mannequins. The things hanging by their necks from the trees are display mannequins you can find in any department store. Obviously dolls can't commit suicide. Is this someone's idea of a prank or maybe a warning to intruders? The only one who knows the truth would be whoever did this. Let's go, I don't think they're dangerous. They're only mannequins. Okay. Caesar replies uneasily. But before I ever take a step forward, I feel this shaky hand gripping onto me. Hanging by its neck, something in its left hand. Walnut talisman? Yippee! That's it, nothing else? It's that dog. Susie, be careful. No, it's okay now. I won't attack anymore. It's that dog from before. Starts digging dirt right in front of us. After a few moments it disappears like mist. What was it doing? Is there something over there? Let's take a look. This is the place where the dog was digging. Upon closer inspection, the dirt there appears to be a different colour. Touch it. I reach out and touch the dirt. The texture under my hand surprises me. Dirt around here is soft, almost as if something was buried. Give me a hand. You gonna dig here? I don't think we'll need any tools, please. Okay. In silence, we kneel in this forest in the middle of the night and dig up dirt with our hands. I feel like I'm robbing a grave. It could be those words popped in my mind, popped in my head because I knew what we'd find. Distracted. I looked down on what we dug up. What we find is a corpse. Just a skeleton now, but it doesn't look that old. Is that a corpse? Yeah. That reply sounds incredibly flat and uncaring even to me. At some point, death has become familiar. That fact, and not the corpse, is what sends a shiver down my spine. too comfortable with the world of the dead. I know this, but I can't escape it. One part of me observes the remains before us and reacts calmly. Just then I notice something. What's that? There's something white in the skeleton's hand. Dig out and discover this plastic bag. Inside are a number of cassette tapes and some kind of note. In this deteriorated, parts of it are legible. I killed the ones who sold you. Now you rest in peace. What needed to be done, now I die here. This forest you passed away. New song, want us in heaven. The note ends there. You made a song for her. That sounds like a suicide note, doesn't it? But these tapes. She looks at the cassette tapes. Why were they buried too? Think of the remains as if asking the question. Of course it's not going to reply. I don't know. I trail off. A different voice is whispering in my mind. The last. The voice falls silent. The last. Wait a second, the last what? Huh? Is something the matter? I didn't say anything. It's nothing, sorry, just talking to myself. Anyway, let's take these tapes with us. I think you very well know who that is. But how was he buried? I'm still missing things. Maybe I get more later. Or maybe I can look at these tips again now. I guess I can't pull those. Nothing here still? I told Mary about Siko.
お疲れ様だ。
Nope, I haven't done enough yet. What am I missing? Oh, there's something here. Touch it. Oh. That is important. Red light is apparently that means the flash can be used. Does it still work? Yeah, looks like it. Size wise, not to mention the dried blood that's stuck to the bottom of it. To see is to perceive light. Distant voice echoes in my head. True, seeing something means just seeing the light it's reflecting. What does that have to do with Hanayome? There's definitely nothing else I can do with that. Oh. We're getting close. Oh no, my mug flares up painfully. Suzu, hey, can you hear me? Yeah. It's finally here. It all starts now. I grab Suzu and run. Spirits closing in on us. I was missing one thing. Darn. Did I get into the car to go somewhere? Regardless, I'm here inside it, gripping the wheel. The mansion, I need to get back there for now. She's staring vacantly out the window with a slightly tilted head. Anything out there is darkness, there's nothing to look at. I just sleep there laying on its side in the passenger seat. I grabbed it from the back, meaning to play one of those tapes. Creepy Rabbit Cujo mentioned. Before we discuss it with Mary, it's probably best to listen to the tape first. I wish I won, but as I do, I noticed something odd. Where are we? I'm on an unfamiliar road, like I took a wrong turn somewhere. No, it's not unfamiliar. I've clearly been down this road before. The route I was taking should have had no way for me to come across this road. The only way I can describe it, it's possible. This is where the dog was killed, I think. Calm down. I must have made a mistake because I was messing around with the tape play. I wouldn't get lost on the way to the mansion. I've been to it so many times now. I just missed the first intersection and ended up somewhere strange, that's all. So I tell myself as I make a new turn. But no matter how many times I go back... Damn it, why am I here again? No matter how I turn, I end up on the same road. Right, left, or keep going straight, I still return to the exact same place. This is ridiculous. I hit the steering wheel. Maybe it's because of my outburst, but my mouth starts burning with pain again. This is bad, really bad. At this rate, that will catch up to us while we're here, in the car. Having said that, we can't go back to the mansion. Don't think we'll be able to get out of this maze no matter how many times I try. In that case, what should I do? Where should I drive? Turn the steering wheel in the direction of the place that popped into my head. T-Mountain. It's not that I have to go there. The destination is important so long as it gets me out of this situation. Hit the gas pedal and abruptly turn the wheel, trying to get out of this cursed trap. Millie soon returns as if it was saying, wait for me. In the end, we're back here. The phone is ringing. I know exactly who's calling. Mark started deep crimson. I head to the phone booth. Got Ata's radio cassette player in the bag, holding Seiko's memories at the ready. pick up the receiver, but the phone immediately goes dead. The camera uses the flash. And so I spot out the corner of my eye, looking down at me. Guy's battery's dead. What should I do next? What do I deliver die sequence? Isn't often do. So it quietly drifts closer. What should I do next? That was Charm Song, I think. Yeah. So echo ballad. Took echo ballad until the tape player and press the play button. Load. Spirit quietly just closer. What should I do next? I don't hear this one. Spirit responds to the song. Spirit's right in front of me. Hey, let me listen to the newest. Stick mine to the tape player and press the play button. Looks like you want acid? I believe it. Yeah, that song is finished. A dog comes bounding over from somewhere, barking happily. Again? Is this where you've been? Come on, let's go. He's waiting. Salvation! There's a flash of light. I blink and the spirit is gone. Customer 09? I think so. It sounds familiar. I don't sense Hanayome anymore. She's gone now, Hanayome. Susie's back to normal. I bet that mark's gone. You had a Chinese Cariola? Nice, I'm really jealous. But mine's still brand bright on my arm. I guess Hanayome didn't give me my mark after all. You knew that. You knew that already. Then Hanayome really was Seiko Hasegawa. Nothing but you was playing it? I'm not surprised. What a sad, terrible fate, turning into a ghost after she died. I feel sorry for her. This place isn't too far from where Seiko died. Maybe that's why. The instant Hanayome vanished, I thought I caught a glimpse of her loyal dog. I hope her dog and the song her fiancé wrote for her help her be at peace in heaven. Should we head back? Yeah. Huh. It is really good. This is the first game though, so it's came out in I think 2016, 2017, something like that. I think 2017. It won't stop. It's like it's waiting for someone to answer. What should I do? Pick it up. Hello? On the other end of the line is the gentle voice of the woman. I'm so very sorry for causing you so much trouble. Please excuse me. Is that a wrong number or something? I was a little panicked, but now I relax. I step out of the booth and get into the car with Susie. It wasn't like a fight. That was just another die one. It's different from the others. The previous two chapters. I don't remember it being like that. But I do remember the tapes. Which is why I kept trying to pick up the tapes from the tree. It's thanks to you that my mark is finally gone. Too bad I didn't get to do much. I've read a ton of comics about exorcism, so I thought I could help. Good job to you too, Suzu. Everything went okay? Yeah, it's all thanks to him. Oh yeah? I bet I could have done a better job than him. Shut up, Beta.
お待ちしておりました。
I waited to return, Lord Yashiki. It appears that you overcame your fear and cleared away the grudge. Congratulations. Though it is unfortunate that your mark is not yet vanished. I've managed to defeat 3 spirits now, but my mark still hasn't disappeared. It feels like that terrible fact might just freeze the blood in my veins. He's not one of those guys, Hippie. He's okay. He's just an otaku. He's just a fucking nerd. But I vowed to fight against the mark. All I can do now is press forward. Mr. Yashiki, may I have a word? I looked through the other files in the garage after you left, and I found this. She hands over a file that says Hate Shrine Findings on the cover. Saikujo's signature is in the corner. The Kujo family's guardians were housed there, so it makes sense that this was here. Hiccup. Go on, read it. Most of it is about how Hate Shrine was built and its history. It lines up with what Mary told us. Everything that happened from the anti-Buddhist movement to now is in here. But it looks like even Saya didn't know who stole the statues 50 years ago. Some pages are about Hate Shrine's Goshintai, the item that houses the deity's spirit. This shrine has 2, a mirror and a small Buddha statue called the Nenjibutsu. The Nenjibutsu should be in a brocade pouch, but I've never saw anything like that at the shrine. I wonder where it ended up. The last pages contain notes on an investigation into stolen statues. It mentions a rumor that started circulating a few months ago. K. Miyamachi North Road in H City. It's a back street that, due to the city's poor planning, is covered in manholes. Because of that, people call it Manhole Road. On a moonless night, a young woman was walking down it on her way home from work. An old sign read, "Be wary of strangers." Suddenly, fearful, she attempted to hurry her steps down the dimly lit back street. But she couldn't take a step forward. A noise, something heavy being dragged, and then a figure was discernible from out of the darkness. It was a woman with disheveled hair, wearing a burnt white robe. She cradled a headless Buddha statue as if it were her own child. The shadows and hair hid most of the face, but she could see her blood-red lips twisted into a satisfied smile. Terrified by the eerie sight, she turned on her heel and ran away. Some distance away, she turned to look back, but the woman was gone. The statues were stolen 50 years ago, so it wasn't that woman, but I doubt it's that easy to find headless Buddha statues. I'm sure she must know something. I asked Hanayome where the statues stolen from Hate Shrine were, and now there's an unexpected lead. What a strange coincidence. If you can find those stolen statues and honor them at Hate Shrine, the divine wrath will be quelled and you might be freed from the mark. Another way that might possibly allow me to escape my mark. It's worth looking into at least. Oh, before I forget, you should take these 2 documents on the Hasegawa case that we found after you left. Read through them if you want. It's almost dawn. We must end today's investigation. Please rest. Thank you very much, mister. Because of you, I think I'll get to see my dad too. Go see my dad too. You need to go somewhere to see him? My mom and dad got divorced. Oh. Yeah. Mom decided that she wanted to become a nun. She started taking me to temples and a lot of sacred areas. Dad didn't like that and he started seeing some other lady. I understand, you don't have to say more. I guess he's just been abroad in the world of adults for a while already. Maybe that's why she's so brave while being so young. I asked Mom to tell me where Dad is, but she wouldn't say. She told me he's bewitched by a demon and to forget him. That's why I wanted to ask Kanayome where Dad is. I see. I hope you get to see him. Me too. Okay, good night. Poor Susie. I'm really in your debt. It's thanks to you that Susie was saved. Thanks so much. He seems more worried about her than himself. His appearance, personality, and job all make him suspicious, but that one thing is clear. I know she asked me to, but I was the one who brought her out there after all. So if something had happened to her, I just... Hey, you alright? I'm so glad she's okay. The hot tears streamed down his face, or those of relief apparently. You should head to bed for today. I'm sure you're tired, right? Yeah, thanks. Good night. I'm heading to bed soon myself. My mark's finally gone. I think I'm going to sleep well tonight. There's no reason for you to stay any longer. You're right about that. I'll be leaving tomorrow. Sorry, but even 9 lives wouldn't be enough to survive staying here. You said it. But I'm grateful for all this too. It gave me time to rethink my life. Ironic, isn't it? If I hadn't been cast by a spirit, I'd be in that forest right about now. Christy's smile turns wry. Well, I'm off to bed now. Good night. Now then, Lord Yashiki, please find me when you are ready. Farewell. Okay, it's chapter 3. Do a little crack of my neck. Well, let's do a save first. Do you ever just have to like crack your spine, but like right in the middle of it? Because that's me right now. Ugh. No, not exit.
何かご用でしょうか?
Yes, ma'am.
おやすみなさいませ.
It is. It's really good to crack, but it's kind of difficult for me. Like, you're like wiggling around your shoulder blades. That's how I crack it anyways. Good night. Oh, my hands are getting sweaty. It's been 3 days since Hanayome. All of the other mark bearers left the mansion. I'm the only one here now. I wonder when I'll be free of this mark. When I can leave this place. Or when can I leave this place? Look at you hallucinating again. Seeing blood. It's not even a scrap of meaningful information around. Oh, it's her bedroom, never mind. I looked around Saikuto's bedroom to try and find something Mary mentioned. It's impolite to rummage through a woman's things, but I don't have the luxury to not do it. I searched every inch of the room, even under the carpet, but I came up empty. Seeing the dried blood on the floor reminds me of that horrifying sight I saw. I don't want to die like that. The sole reason has been my driving force and my struggle to survive since that day. But how long can I keep this up? That thought fills me with such dread that it feels like my legs could give out. After searching everywhere I can, I leave the bedroom. The deserted entrance hall feels colder than usual. Thinking on it, it's already been over a week since I first came here. I've completely gotten used to this strange mansion. It's not really something I want to admit.
ごきげんよう.
How do you do, Lord Yashiki? Mary gives me her usual greeting in a monotone voice. She's still a complete mystery. But I can't say I'm not grateful to have someone to talk to now that everyone's gone. Did you locate the master key? Better get back to weights. No problem. Enjoy the ground. No, I didn't. I see. I was sure that it would be there. I've searched every accessible inch of the mansion and found no info of value. All that's left is the locked room. I'm trying to find the Kujo Mansion master key so I can open it. Mary said that she thought it might be inside Kujo's bedroom, but it clearly was a bust. It is obvious I should have spoken with Lady Saya before she died. I deeply apologize. Her voice carries a hint of sadness. She almost seems human when she does that. Looking more closely at her, I'm struck all over again by just how strange she is. I haven't really thought about it lately since I've been struggling to survive, but how did she come into existence? Hey Mary, were you made by Saya Kujo? No, I've served the Kujo family since before Lady Saya was born. I was already here at the mansion when I opened my eyes the first time. They say tools used for many years can come to house deities of souls. Maybe something similar. So you're like a Kujo guardian deity? That is an exaggeration, though I would be very pleased if I could achieve such a status. Lady Saya's fate was most unfortunate. I will do my utmost to respect her wish to save all who bear the mark. Her clear green eyes stare at me. Lord Yashiki, thanks to you, many mark bearers have been saved. I'm sure that Lady Saya will be extremely grateful to you. I very much feel the same way. Her voice is emotionless, but it sounds just a bit softer than usual. Her face can't show it, but it feels like she's trying to express her gratitude. Now, Lord Yashiki. It seems a new mark bearer has made their way to the mansion. I hope you can find some clue as to the spirit that gave you your mark. Before she can finish her sentence, there's a knock at the front door. Hi, I forgot how cute her outfit was here. A girl bounces in, wearing a fancy outfit. I blinked unfoundedly at her appearance. Nice to meet you, good morning. It's the middle of the night. Oh right, sorry. I'm used to saying it as a greeting. So Dr. Kujo lives here, right? Madam Yasuoka told me to come. Is Dr. Saya around? Madam Yasuoka, yep, no clue who that is. Sorry, but Saya Kujo isn't here. Kazuo Yashiki, I guess you can say I'm representing her right now. You hear about the scar? I can help. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's actually called the mark, right? If you get it, your memories become a mess and you die soon after? That's what Madam Yasuoka said. Well, can't let me surprised. Didn't think anyone besides Sakujo knew about the mark. But this girl, she knows what happened to her, but for some reason she doesn't look depressed at all. Aren't you scared? Yeah, I'm terrified, but being a scaredy cat's embarrassing. I want to hurry and fix this whole mark thing for my fans too. I'm a pro and forgetting the lyrics up on stage is definite no-go. I think I know what line of work she's in. She's an idol. Are you an idol or something? Yeah, that's right. I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm I sing, dance, perform as a member of Love and Hero. Oh, so that's your stage costume. Yeah, cool, right? I'm headed here straight after filming finished. If I'd gone to my dressing room, my manager would have found me. Taxi driver stared at my outfit the whole way here. Giggling, she removes her jacket and bares her shoulder. Familiar mark glares bright from her skin. I'm stuck wearing sleeves right now because of this thing, and it's going to be summer soon. It seems as though this person is indeed a mark bearer. Who's there? Aya's eyes bug out comically wide when she hears a female voice out of nowhere. She may know about the mark, but it doesn't look like she knows about Mary. Mary updates Aya about everything so far. She starts with Sakujo's tragic death and recounts our encounters with spirits. I seem surprised to hear that Kujo is dead, but she does admirably well in her attempt to swallow the string of unusual events. Now, Lady I, do you have any idea as to where you received your mark? Probably when we filmed at the mystery spots. I don't think I had this far until after we finished up filming. I feel like I should ask for more details about this mystery spot tour. Summer Ghost Story special. During the shoot, I guest star Madame Yasuko and I got this really weird shaped scar. And when she saw it, Madame Yasuko told me it was called a mark. So I wasn't able to get one, so Yasuko also got the mark. Is this person not coming here then? Oh, I guess I forgot to say, Madame Yasuko's on her way too, she'll just be a little late. She's stopping by her shop in Giza before heading over. Went around 3 mystery spots that are rumored to be haunted. One was an old tunnel in O City. The other was a railroad crossing in T City where a lot of accidents happened. The last one was a back street in H City. When did you notice it? Very rushing near everywhere because you pressed for time that day. Just suddenly there. So much help. I think that's all I'll get from her. I mentioned a street in H City, but where exactly was it? Oh, just a sec. Took the software out of her bag and flips it open. Pretty sure it was in an email my manager sent to me. Oh, there it is. Okay, Miyamachi North Road. It's a pretty weird place. Ton of manholes all over. But it's actually seen there. Just a coincidence. Hey, you're kind of frowning. Something wrong? Oh no, it's just that. It seems we have to town where you must go tonight. Please head directly to K Miyamachi North Road, Lord Yashiki. Maybe a spirit trace there. It's not the only thing you might find. Maybe a clue about who stole the Buddha statues from Hate Shrine too. And of course I'll come with. Our group has a song that goes like this. I want to sit around and relate it. And blast through those evil traps standing in my way with all my might. Okay. Sounds like the one here specializes in the motivational type of song. Anyway, she seems willing enough, so I'll let her help. One second. The road runs through a quiet residential area. It's far removed from major crossroads, so it's totally deserted at this time of night. We look a little suspicious wandering around, but no one's here to report us. Yep, this is the place. We're looking for a ghost here. Wouldn't have to be a woman wearing white carrying a statue, would it? Actually, yeah, that was the rumor. I don't really remember what the statue did. So did you find the ghost? No, we didn't. But Madame Yasuko said she felt a bad presence throughout the entire shoot. You keep mentioning Yasuko. What kind of person is she? Oh, sorry, I forgot to explain. She's a famous fortune teller. Her predictions often come true. They say she's got true spiritual powers. This fortune teller knew about the mark. Maybe she was working with Sayakujo. Oh yeah, I better email her. Gotta let her know about you and what happened to Dr. Saya. I purchased some buttons on my phone. Cell phones are getting pretty common now. In 10 years, everyone will probably have their own one. Old and young alike. Technology evolved so fast, it's amazing. Sorry that took so long. Alright, shall we get right down to investigating, Mr. Yashiki? If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. Okie pokey. Old vending machine doesn't look like it's been restocked in a while. So there's only 2 things to look at. You're having a giggle. Oh, a manhole cover. Looks like we need special tools to open it. Huh. This one's got a different design. It's true, it's the only one of the older make. It's covered in rust. Looks like you can get a hand in it. Can you lift it? I'm highly doubt it. I'm sure you need special tools to open up a manhole. Well, why not just try it? Determination and strength will get you farther than you expect. Is that from another of your songs? Come on, Mr. Yashiki, you can take that side. Okay, okay. 1, 2, 3. The lid lifts and a putrid smell wafts out. I can't believe you actually got it open. The black void stretches deep underground. A rusted metal ladder is set into the side of the hole. Does this connect to the sewers? Actually, it doesn't smell like it does. It's weird. In the room about the white-robed woman, the woman mysteriously vanishes. Could it be that she hid herself down here? Why don't we try going down for a look? What? Are you serious? But I'm in my stage outfit. So you're gonna wait up here? No, I'm coming. But don't you dare look up while I'm climbing down. Well, while you're coming down. Go down first and I quickly follows. Rusted ladder creaks when we put the weight on it. That doesn't make me nervous at all. Make our way very carefully and it takes us a while to reach the bottom. I feel like this must go farther down than a normal sewer. It's like a secret entrance. Ready for a secret society's hideout. Aya's voice bounces off the wall above me. She's probably joking around to stop herself from freaking out. My feet finally reach solid ground. A concrete passageway stretches before us. I doubt it's been ventilated in a long time. The musty air is stagnant and heavy, making it slightly difficult to breathe. This is not the kind of air you should breathe in, for the record. Definitely doesn't look like a sewer. At least my outfit won't get dirty, but where are we anyway? How should I know? We'll just have to look around. If I climb the ladder, I can get above ground. No. See a box? I remember being in this area, but I don't remember this chapter very well. It's emitting a strange red light. So there's power. Look at it. A long time ago. Touch it. Pops open with an unexpectedly loud noise. A few tools and a notebook. Hammer, hatchet, red notebook. Wow, it's full of stuff. What does that notebook say? So let's read the notebook with I. The lettering's very fine. It's impossible to read in such a dark place. What concerns me even more is... what's that smell? Bizarre stench invades my nose. The high school? Well, I remember coming back to the school because the second floor. Maybe I'm making that up in my head. But I like the first two chapters are very memorable. Like in the character wise. I remember just Hanayumi being the bride a little bit later. Bizarre stench invades my nose, like a mix between tallow, perfume, and blood. Hello, game. Oh, there we go. I was like spam clicking and it wasn't doing anything. Figure out this came from the notebook. I can't believe you're holding it. Could you maybe put it away? I think I might puke. I put the notebook in my bag for now. Smell might permeate the other items, but some sacrifices are necessary. We're not leaving yet. We're taking a little looky look. Suddenly shrieks pitifully and stops in her tracks. Mr. Yashiki, what is that? She sickly points when I shine the light that way. Something dark and long is clinging to the wall. Is that human hair? What's it doing here? Oh, maybe this is the one where we go back, because this is only an alleyway, there's not much to do here. I think this is the one where we go back. It's been discoloured by water stains and dust, going by the fading, it's got to be old. That's it. Okay, cool. Cool. Old-fashioned, the well-built iron door, paint stripping in places, so it must be pretty old. That door looks ancient. I had no idea there was a place like that under the ground. Underground, blah blah blah. It's like a lab. How can she say stuff like that with a straight face? Sure, her instance is cute, but I get the feeling she's not particularly bright. Sorry, did I say something bad? No, it's not that. I really love the colouring style. Like the black and then like the super white highlights. And you can tell in the hair that they use like an add effect. Like a colour dodge kind of add effect on the hair. I grip on I and reach for the doorknob. It's locked. Of course it is. Let's go. I don't want to stay here so long, so maybe I get to finish what I'm saying. Old man jumps out from the iron door and yelling strangely. Where are you folks from? What are you doing on my turf, huh? He's smoking, but his tone is serious. Just then I smell an odd stench. Seems this old man is a homeless guy who's living down here. Nothing really. That's right. We haven't done anything. I know she's trying to back me up, but she definitely doesn't sound convincing. It really is. It really is, Jules. This underground shelter isn't a place for irresponsible layabouts like yourself. Understand? So leave my turf alone and get out of here. He disappears behind the iron door. Sounds like he's carefully locked it up again. Man, that surprised me. I wasn't expecting the person to come out. Do you think that guy was homeless? Yeah. Maybe not something you ponder out loud though. Could it be she's never seen one before? Still, the old man, why did he pop out just to warn us? If the door was locked, then he shouldn't have to worry about being disturbed. But if I don't know why, then I should probably just do as he says. Let's go, he might come yell at us again. See just about everything we can. Seems to be an underground shelter. But with the solid concrete walls, it's not quite like your standard shelter. Didn't find anything on spirits other than that white bird. At least in the book shows some promise. Too bad we couldn't get more of that old guy. What's behind that door anyways? From the moment we entered the shelter, it's been hard to breathe, like there's a noose tightening around my neck. It's always because of the still air, but that might not be the only reason. Something in my head throbs. This place holds some kind of horrible secret, I'm always sure of it. Do I somehow know this underground shelter? In reverse order? Well, only kind of reverse order, in the sense that the characters you've seen interact haven't yet met. But otherwise, there's no, like, significance, other than them mentioning that this game's events took place like 2 months ago or something like that. 4 months ago? Some amount of months ago. Like, he went to that school in Death Mark 2, like, pretty quickly after this game's events. This game does, like, way more, like, character building for Yashiki. So I guess it'd be confusing in that sense, where he doesn't know who he is in this one. Yet. But other than that, it's not, like, super connected. Yeah, like, good, bad. But I don't think it's like a true ending. I think it's just like a good ending and like a normal ending. Well, maybe not a normal ending per se. Like default. I don't know how you'd put it. And then there's one where you eat shit and die, of course. But you don't want to eat shit and die. I don't even think that counts as an ending in this one. I'm not really 100% sure, to be honest. Kind of spacing out. You okay? You look pale too. I'm fine, it's nothing. The air in here is pretty bad. No surprise you're feeling sick. Let's head back up for now. We return to the entrance and begin climbing the rickety ladder. When we climb up the manhole, the breeze brushes my cheeks as refreshing. The unpleasant air that hounded us as underground starts to disperse. Ah, Miss I, finally I found you. Hello, Yasuoka. Glad to see you are safe. Oh, Madam Yasuoka. Good morning, great to see you. But what are you doing here? I went to Miss Kudo's mansion, but no one answered the door. Then I got your email, so I came here. Still, it is hard to believe that Miss Kudo has passed away. Seems to be the woman that I keeps mentioning. Thick layers of makeup make it hard, but going by her voice, she must be pretty old. I'm Tooko Yasuoka. You must be Mr. Yashiki. I read about you and your mark in Miss I's email. It seems you've been working hard to help those who have the mark. Yasuoka, how much do you know about the mark? Good question. Sure, I know less than what you're hoping I do. Miss Kudo told me about a scar like that and asked what I knew of it. Oh. That's unfortunate. I was hoping for more. I assume it's some sort of curse, but I never thought it would be the work of inhuman spirits, or that I would become a victim. Asa curls up her sleeve, revealing the mark on her arm. I've lived long enough already. I have no attachments to this world, but Miss I is still young. Do everything you can to save her. I can't promise anything, but I'll try. I'll need your help as well. I heard you have spiritual powers. Mr. Yashiki, you don't sound so suspicious. I don't care about spirits or ghosts, but she's definitely the real deal. In this game, she's developed up in this game because she was on a shoot with I think, and then she's just like really playing the part into it. I think in the other game it's more like her at home entertaining kind of look, but this look is definitely more like flashy for TV. It's natural to be doubtful. Her nails though, the pose that she's doing, I love it. It's best not to tangle with spirits if you want to live in peace. However, Mr. Yashiki, you seem to have some spiritual powers of your own. Have you experienced something no one else has? The mysterious voice I hear of you so often suddenly comes to mind. My goodness, I am blabbering. Intriguing. Jeanne d'Arc was famous for hearing the voice of God. I have a feeling she was schizophrenic. But usually it's only spirit whispers, maybe an evil spirit or ghost, or even the soul of someone who loves you trying to save you. If I was trying to help, I'd appreciate it if it could give clearer hints. I can do nothing about that. Humans and souls live separately. Imagine a long-distance radio signal, static and garble the message. A soul protecting the one it loves. How romantic. Mr. Yashiki, do you have any idea who that soul could be? There's no way I would. I don't have any memories. Even if I did, it's not like there's a way that I'd be able to know. So, what's your plan now? We're going to head back to the mansion. We need to report to Mary after all. Oh, and who might that be? A doll? One that talks even. A talking doll. Not so strange when you consider that it's the Kudo family we're discussing. She's not surprised at all. Guess it pays to specialize in the supernatural sometimes. Shall we head to the mansion? I'm intrigued by this Mary. Yes, boss. As Yashoka climbs out the car, her gaze turns nostalgic as she looks around. It's been a long time. About 20 years now. Back 2 generations of family heads. You've known them a long time then. Hasn't been that long. I had a falling out with Birasame, the second last head, and cut ties with them. They didn't even invite me to Birasame's funeral. The last head, Masamune, and Saya were kids the last time I saw them. Imagine my surprise when Saya contacted me a month ago. Wait a second. First it was Birasane, then it was Masamune, and the current head is Saya Kuto, right? There have been 3 heads in 20 years. That's right. Yasuoka grimaces. Families known for their short lives. Accidents or heart attacks. Very few have lived full lives. Gossips say their family is cursed, so Saikujo didn't escape that fight either. I mean, you saw what happened to her. She was a walking bouquet. Well, not so much the walking part. It's probably just coincidence, but there's something about this mansion that tells me I shouldn't be so sure. If it really is a curse, what's causing it? Could it be divine wrath? Ah, Miss I. You've been staring this whole time. Something the matter? Well, there's something... Mr. Yashiki? Does the Kujo family keep animals out in their yard? No, I don't think so. Oh. Then that black rabbit is so odd. Black rabbit's back again? What is it doing here? Where did it go? I think it was headed for the building. It had something in its mouth. What was it? I don't know. It's too dark and it was far away. You know that rabbit, Mr. Yashiki? Kind of. Tell him about the black rabbit. I've seen it in my investigations. Mary said that has some sort of spirit residing in it. And now it's suddenly here. What could that mean, I wonder? All at once, my heart starts pounding. I have a bad feeling about this. Like something terrible is about to happen. I found myself bolting to the entrance hall. Everything looks the same as usual here. Did the rabbit get inside the mansion? I quickly scanned the room for it. Mary isn't sitting on the sofa. Mr. Yashiki, over there in the corner. I turned in the direction Ai's pointing. What's going on? Ai's voice is an audible shake in it. How the hell should I know? I have to force the words out of my mouth. My voice shakes like hers. I so awkwardly silent. Mary! Mary! Mary lies on the ground, tragically broken. Her beautiful face is smashed to pieces. Next to her lies the rabbit. Its head is twisted and natural. Fresh blood stains the floor. Hey, Mary. I call out to her, daring to hope. But I only get silence in response. Mary is dead. But I don't know if you say that for a doll. After that, I and Yasuoka helped me pick up Mary's remains as well as the rabbits. We work in complete silence, no one daring to speak a word. My two guardian spirits. Mary's gone. I have to face spirits in the mark without her help from now on. Terror and dread threaten to consume me. Will I even be able to hunt down spirits like I've been doing? What the hell happened here? Did some sort of spirit do this? I know Kujo Mansion isn't necessarily safe from spirit attacks. In fact, Sai Kujo was killed by Hanehiko. And why did the rabbit come here? Last time I saw it was at Hate Shrine. Did it travel all the way here after that? And for what purpose? Mr. Yashiki, a moment please. I found this while cleaning up. Do you have any idea what it is? She hands me a key ring with a single key on it. The tag attached to it says master key. It's the master key to the mansion, but what's it doing here? Miss I did say the rabbit had something in its mouth earlier. I could have picked up the key ring and carried it. Are you saying the rabbit had the master key? It's only a guess. It's also quite possible that Mary had it herself. But Mary said she didn't know where it was. The truth is shrouded in darkness. We can use that key to open up any room in the mansion, right? Is there a place you want to get into? As a matter of fact, there is. You know what, Jules? I wish I had a cute bunny too, but it's dead. Locked room in southeast corner of the second floor. This is the room I take over. Well, I say take over. The room layout looks no different from that of the other guest rooms. What are those tools on the desk? They look pretty strange. That frame over there interests me. I'd like to see the photos inside. There are two places of interest. On the desk is a board lined with tools. There are a variety of sharp chisels and long tools that look like spatulas all in a row. Next to them are bottles full of paints and a stack of art books. What exactly were they making? The desk drawers were full of tools as well, but no documents or reports on the mark like I had hoped. I picked up a chisel and studied its handle. This thing, MK, is engraved on it. Saikuja would be SK, so Sai's father was Murasame, and her older brother, the head before her, was Masamune. Either one would be MK. Yusuke tossed her head in thought. I heard the Kujo family ancestors were tasked with making Buddha statues. I suppose either of them could have been influenced by that. That's about all we'll learn from this desk. Check the other spot next. Picture frame contains several photos. Marionettes, wax figures, Japanese dolls. They're all photos of dolls. One of them is... Mary. Oh, Mary. Right, yeah, I forgot about that. A photo of Mary's bare frame. It looks like she was still being put together. So if the tools on the desk are used to make dolls, then was Mary created here in the mansion? Is there a pattern on Mary's right arm? Isn't that the mark? But I never saw anything like that on her arm. I'm slowly remembering about Mary. Plus this one is a different colour from the one us mark bearers have, a black mark. Ours may be red, but somehow this feels even more ominous. After examining the desk and frame, we searched the rest of the room as well, but we come up with nothing more. That's too bad. I was expecting an amazing secret. We didn't learn anything more about spirits or the mark here. The only thing left is that diary we found in the shelter. We'll just have to place all our bets on that. Hiccup. We returned to the entrance hall. I pulled a red notebook out of the bag I left on the floor. The flour and tallow smell assaults my nose. I feel like my olfactory senses are shriveling. What a vulgar stench. I recognize this from when we filled on K Miyamachi North Road. It was only a brief whiff of it, so I thought I'd imagine the smell. But perhaps that's when I received. Yasoko scowls at the notebook. If she's right, then this notebook could be connected to the spirit somehow. Inside is the contents of a woman's diary. It almost seems like it was soaked in a pool of perfume. Stains and discolorations make most of the pages unreadable. But the last page seems clean enough. The date is from half a month ago. Now we finally started. Yeah, look, Aurora, we were right. It's the school. Wow, we have such big peepees. I don't know. As I await the fated day, I recall my days as a teacher. The children called me Miss Zoo. Zoo, the keeper of animals. Probably because I kept so many laboratory animals in the science lab. I got to be surrounded by my beloved animals. My cute little snakes. They're so much more fulfilling than my current boring research. Yep, those are the snakes. Those are the snakeroos. But because of that foolish principal and the fire, the school was shut down. My paradise was stolen from me. I need to take back my paradise. The great Asura has bestowed upon me the wisdom that I need to do that. Tomorrow, I will die. By the great Asura's abundant mercy, I will be reborn as Miss Sue, so I may rebuild my paradise again. It is all the great Asura has said. Oh, great Asura, 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 Asura. I'm not really good with my S noises. Asura, 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 Asura. The rest of the page is filled with Asura. Did she lose her sanity while writing it? Traces of kiss marks cover the names. That combined with choking perfume, the heavy weight of lust was overwhelming. The dark passions in this notebook, thoroughly disgusting. I'd love to burn it to ash immediately. So this Miss Sue who wrote it, could she be the woman from the rumors? If she worked in a lab, that would explain the white robe. But I wonder which school she was talking about. She said it was her paradise. Do you have any ideas? I think Chile Elementary was the one that Tsukasa went to. Yes, I agree, but the one that Hanaki was in was the one that burned down as well, with the fire. It's the only abandoned school in this area that hasn't been torn down. Maybe the paradise she wrote off. So we're not mentioning the fire? The woman died after she wrote it. This great Asura would have guided her transformation into Masu. Can't believe a human would choose to become a spirit of their own free will. Is that really possible? She seemed fairly confident that she would be reborn, and the notebook being in the shelter might serve as supporting evidence. Perhaps she meant it as a farewell to her life as a human. How sentimental. Miss Sue. So she the one that gave Madame Yasuoka and I our marks? That's where we found the diary, so the spirit must know the place. It makes sense that it comes and goes from there then, for whatever reason. Looks like we know where we must go next. Time to go to H Elementary. I'm gonna take you with me for now. I love you, Yasuoka. That one. Sorry, I think that's a bit funny. Mary's not here anymore. Okay. I don't really remember where exactly to go, but I tend to check everything anyway. I just have to be careful not to like trigger things that I'm not ready for. Telling you it's just as I said before, people who can hear voices are... It's been a lecture from the moment we got in. Most inherited power from their ancestors, so I'm sure your family has similar powers. Doesn't sound like it'll ever end. I zone out, staring at the road ahead of me. By the way, changing the subject. You've been to H Elementary once before, haven't you? Yeah. Some topic shakes me out of my drowsiness. Could you tell me about your experience? It would be a good point of reference. Sure, I don't mind. I tell everything that happened with Hanahiko. It only happened a few days ago, but it feels like a lifetime. Not even a few days, because you said 3 days passed since the other thing, and then like another like 2 or 3 days passed since the other one. So it's been like a week. Yeah, actually, because Hanahiko was chapter 1, and he said she's been around for like a week. Like a week since his told he was gonna die, you know? And I would say a week is a bit more than a few days. She nods repeatedly. There's already been one spirit, and you defeated it. Yeah, basically. Then if Mister is in H Elementary, that means 2 spirits lived separately in the same elementary school. Lived separately? 2 spirits existing in the same place, is that even possible? Of course it's rare for a powerful ghost to live together in the exact same place. That's why I said separately. In Hanahiko's case, was there any area you weren't able to enter? Now that you mention it, we didn't go to the 2nd floor at all. That decides it then. If Mister is in the school, she must be there. Yasuoka analyzes the situation calmly as if working with an abacus. Even though her own life is on the line, it doesn't seem to rattle her at all. Yasuoka takes one look at me and smiles like she read my mind. Well, of course I'm scared. No matter my age, I'm still human. I'm just ready to resign myself if it turns out to be impossible. Some things go better once you give up. Is that your advice as a fortune teller? No, as someone who's lived as long as I have. Giving up makes life easier. That's how everyone gets to heaven in the end. Hi, Riley. Yasuoka and I arrive at H Elementary. So this is H Elementary, huh? Really looks haunted, like I say. I'm okay. I got a bit of a sore throat, but I'm coping. 2nd floor purity? Yes, ma'am. Let's go. We don't have time to waste. turned to landing with the cracked mirror. Staring into the mirror, recalling how I felt back then, I quickly look away. I shine my light up at the ceiling instead. But there's nothing there anymore. There are no traces of the rose vines or the guard's corpse. Is something the matter? No, it's nothing. I just wanted to check something. Spirits can do a lot of weird things, but can they really make corpses disappear? That'd be ridiculous. Oh, just you wait and see, dude. Touch it. I love that it's just the same, same dialogue each time. Like, I just keep touching this cracked mirror and everyone with me is like, stop. Stop. Are you kidding? These are poisonous sticks here. It'll be fine if we leave quietly, they won't attack us. I cautiously take a step backwards. Suddenly the snakes react to my bag. What the? The snakes split their tongues in the air, trying to smell something. After a moment they begin to leave. They disappear into the darkness of the hole before I can even blink. It's our perfume. Oh, the stinky part, I don't know. They're like, oh, that's your bed. They vanished without a sound, all at once, as if they'd never been there to begin with. They left. What was that? Some sort of trap? I don't know. I look at the snakes were sniffing my bag. The red notebook is inside. Maybe the smell made them think we were friends. Let's try going down the hallway. I haven't gone this way yet. Oh, is that so? How very exciting. You being sarcastic? Never. Going on an adventure at my age will be quite the story to tell in the future. Yasuko chuckles quietly. Is it covered in roses like the first? No movement, I don't see any plants. I guess that phenomenon didn't happen on this floor. Door's music room is locked. Womp womp. I disconnected from the Twitch chat, but I'm back now. Piano plays somewhere. That was the piano, correct? Wasn't the music room behind me? Storm of strange tear and noises. Doesn't seem like anyone's here. What's this? It's a piece of sheet music. Twinkle twinkle little star. Piano sheet music. Children's song. Can you play? Yes, of course. Hiccup, well, I wish that was true. I'm utterly hopeless when it comes to music. I'm tone deaf. I have no sense when it comes to rhythm. So I'm afraid I can't help you in this area. So I need I. Things about some boards used to be on this wall, but they were taken down. But this is the same attack? Whatever. Through the window, I don't see anything moving around. Nothing on the floor either, except, like, you know, debris. Blackboard is covered in dents and scratches, probably do damage to use. Nothing in here, really? I feel closer step check as you walk, need to make sure the spirit doesn't hear us. Touch it. Well, that piece of paper, open to see several sentences, seems to be something someone failed to destroy. Fragment S. Portion of remember we can control shock the creature? Is that great? No. This is... Keep it locked. Well, we got something important. Is that why? Hmm. So not that room, at least not what I have right now. Disintegrate metal. Oh, I remember. Reese tried to hack it off with something. I won't say it's impossible, but I wonder if it'd be that easy. Could use all my strength to try and cut it, but I get the feeling it won't get rid of the wire. True, that would be a problem. In that case, we'll just have to melt it. Melt it, but it's metal. Didn't you learn about that in science class? Acid melts metal. Oh, do they not do that experiment anymore these days? True, if we could do that, then we could be silent about removing the wire. If you ever come up like that, it couldn't hurt to try it. Okay, so that's that room. I'm absolutely not going to remember that though, because everything looks the same. Next to the planet is a plaque with a child's name inscribed on it. I can see something stuck underneath the pot. That piece of paper. Something scrawled on the blackboard. I. Sam. Yeah. Really? That's what it says? It's difficult to explain, but I can see the direction the strokes are going. Following them, that's what it says. Altogether, it's eyes and Asira. It's not familiar. Is it the name of a god or a Buddha? But why is it written on the blackboard? Oh, you know someone that had an obsession with the Asira? Okay, I looked at that. Yeah, I did. There's nothing else. Other than, like, that interaction. Yeah. Looks like sinks loom in the darkness of the classroom. There seems to be a science lab. This takes me back. Still though. Yasuka grimaces. It smells in here. It's an irritating stench that stings the eyes. The putrid smell fills the whole room, like a box of onions has gone rotten. A look comes over Yasuka's face like she's remembering something. Almost like the smell of death. Even so, it sounds like we can just leave. Let's get this done quickly so we can move on. Tasman's dusty sink. Just scorched. Seems there's more fire damage in here than the staff room. Probably where the fire started. door there. Antique, the edges of the cupboards are rounded off. Discovered that garbage bag full of shredded paper. One odd man you are. Listen. Could be important. And shredded water paper falls to the floor at my feet. I opened it up and see several complete sentences. Guess they failed to destroy this section. Sound wave must put to sleep. Also regain sight while aware of testing. Oh no. I open the cupboard and check inside, but all I find is trash and dust. It's a shelf packed with numerous chemicals. Getting closer, I see some large containers. I hear Yasuoka gasp behind me. Hands, ears, eyeballs. Body pieces that used to belong to a human are floating in liquid, perfectly preserved. There's no way to use all these educational aids. They're extremely fresh for being samples. Probably because they were cut from a living body. But it doesn't seem like it's been that long since any of them was severed. Hands, ears, eyeballs, body pieces that used to belong to a human are floating in liquid, perfectly preserved. They just say something about sound waves, something about the sight. Taking a closer look, I noticed a large tag on the side of the container. Great Asura. That's a medicine, a little bit legible. Great Asura. That must be below where we currently are, so that would be the first floor. Recalling the school's layout, I think there was a similar storage area on the first floor. Not sure what it means, but it might be important. So I take the tag just in case. Something there? Stop myself from voicing my frustration. I can't make guess I could do something like this. Such chemicals from every nook and cranny. Find a few things that I can use. Clear bottle with a liquid inside that has label with chemical formula on it. Brown bottle that has an irritating smell. Labels rough and unreadable. Wrapped in foil. Smells faintly of flowers, but it's likely just some kind of chemical as well. Is that everything? Stand up. Final bundle in the corner catches my eye. Pick it up. Realize. Pick up slightly bowed. Bundle of clothes. White coat stands out the most. Must be a lab coat. It's a science lab, so I likely have a separate lab coats. Spare lab coats even, sorry. Though it is a bit concerning. That rumor about Ghost and Wyatt. I and Yasuoka got their marks off filming a TV show about it at K-Miyamachi. And all the other clothes, along with the coat, have been folded meticulously. Is it really just a coincidence? Okay, I got what I wanted there. Don't think I talked to you yet. There are books, the materials, and encyclopedias about animals. Flip through the pages. Ton of notes on the side, scribbled in thin letters. Seems they're simple explanations for the students. Look inside, scrap paper falls from between the pages. Yippee! Okay, now I'll talk to the creepy model. Look at it. Taking a closer look, I notice a huge tear in its mouth. It's making the mouth look bigger than it should. It's almost like an arm was forcibly shoved down and it couldn't handle the strain. Touch it. Mouth might be broken because someone struck their hand down it. It means something's hiding in either mouth or torso. I could break it, but then I might break whatever's inside too. Nothing for it but to stick my hand in. Hesitantly slide my hand into the mouth. Something cylindrical is inside. I grab it and try to pull it out. Snakehead. Rather than remove snakes being pouring out from every crevice. Step back. Slowly retreat back into the model, seems like they're inside it. There's something hidden in there, but to get it I'll have to find a way to pacify the snakes. Well, not that for now. School broadcast? Do you have any brains? No, actually, I don't. Do the test immediately. Table on the table. That it cracks before being cut off. Seems you're being watched. But she said table. Something might be on the desk. Let's take a look. On the desk gathered with our equipment is a small pencil and a problem sheet. Are we supposed to fill this out? Take a sidelong glance at the problem sheet. See, it looks like chemistry symbols. Science test. Remember the experiments. That might mean swaying in my chair. Feel for disinfectant. From formula. See, we passed the test. At the end of the answer sheet. Well then. Don't feel like guessing. Maybe the topic should be discussed now that my senses are assaulted. Also, this thing really reeks. Didn't miss it when I was focusing on the test, but the answer sheet stinks terribly. I keep disconnecting from the Twitch chat, isn't that weird? 100 times worse than a notebook like a zoo in the dead of summer. I shut it tightly in a random pouch in my bag so the smell didn't spread. Notice her eyes at me. Are you sure you shut that securely? It still stinks to high heaven. Huh? Yeah, Soka's right. The smell has definitely gotten stronger instead of weaker. Sorry, I'll check. I looked down to double check my bag. I spot something that looks like a box down on the floor behind the desk. Oh. My instincts realize what it is before my brain does. Hands and feet stick out of the blood-soaked cover. Inside that box is... I gotta check to make sure, but I can't make myself move. Yasuko seems to notice something's wrong. I'll help you. Just stay back. I'll check it. After gathering my courage, I reach out. I pull off a thick sheet. Oh, it's the guard. That hat's familiar, so are the clothes. There's no mistake, it's the corpse of that guard who was hanging from the ceiling with Moe Watanabe. I collapse to my knees. A horrible feeling comes barreling up through my chest. Calm down, it's okay. Come on, take a deep breath. There's the corpse. That's where the smell was coming from. So that's what it was. Let's quickly leave here. Staying will only make things worse. Drag myself up with me like a puppet on strings. Classroom next door. What? The next test is in the classroom next door. Let's go there. Oh, it makes me feel like I'm back in a girls' school. Jessica's probably shaken, but she's putting on a brave front anyway. Even act like that is helpful at a time like this. It's no time to waste. The regardless corpse here could be like around the corner. Yeah, blackboard is 0. Turn the paper. Good evening. Believe in butter is important. The butter is most extremely vital. Must believe in courage, strong, great. I, incredibly strong, great. I, an angel. Eisen Asura. Crimson, Age of Decline. Super Bath. Sarah. Safe. Seems you've passed the test. At the end of the answer sheet. Best out of all 3 so far. I agree. There are parts in NG I like, which I will be playing after I finish this playthrough. Because I never streamed the previous 2 games. I didn't think people would be interested. But the third one has its own charm to it. Next room's over. Don't enter the classroom next door off limits. Oh, that's succinct. This is the one where I need to use bottle. Has opposite back pretty much. Probably didn't think it through before. Sounds like something's hitting the wall. That noise, it appears to be from that room next door. Sounds like something's in there. I'm not going to piss off the spirit. Actually, wait. Yes, I am, because that was the room next door instead. Oh wait, no, I have to actually interact with it first. I keep forgetting that I can't just get my bag out. I have to use this. I think it was that one. Yeah. Yeah, me too. I figured out the plot pretty early. I was like, this is really suspicious, and then it was pretty obvious, and then I got confused. But I think that was more so the phrasing of things. Usage warning. Chlorine could be some sort of strong acid. Yes, sir! Should we try it? Yeah. Take off the lid, slowly pull the liquid on the wire. Considering the keyhole, it could be a problem. Don't rush, just a little at a time. Faint bubbling noise and a smell that's indescribable. Seems it's working just as we hoped. Oh, good job. That must be some kind of nitric acid. The dot plots? Yeah, me too. Hiccup. Then, I think that should do it. I pull on the wire again. The string comes out of the keyhole easily. Thank you, Laura. Now we can check this room. Yeah, let's go. I haven't stood up in like the entire time I've been streaming, so I might have to do that. Instead, I open the classroom door, something glitters in the darkness. Horrible stench makes me choke. This is blood. Beneath my feet, it feels like I'm stepping in something soft like mud. Shine my light into the room. What the hell is this room? It's as if I stepped into a slaughterhouse. The scene before me is horrific. Blank, oxygen animal heads lined up across the desks. How terrible. Miss Oka struggles to retain her composure by covering her mouth with a handkerchief. Are these for sacrifices? The word sacrificial rite comes to mind. But why the hell? Let's check it out. We need to look around. I'm trying to convince myself by saying it twice. Suddenly, there's a sound from the window ledge. Someone here. I make my way past animal heads to peer curiously at the desk sign near the window. While it's on this black screen, I will safely step away to stretch real quick, because my chair is creaking and my knees hurt because I haven't stood up in a while. Knees successfully stretched. Grimy hands successfully washed. I say grimy. Just when you hold a controller for a long time, you know? When you hold the controller, your hands get kind of sweaty. I hate that feeling. So I just had to do a little scrub-a-dub. Thought about getting a little snack too, but didn't want to be away too long. I do my stretches at the mansion in between, but we don't go back yet. I'm not sure if I even have to go back at all, actually. I think I can get everything here, especially since Mary's gone. At this point. A naked body is laying in a pool of red. Countless snakes are slithering all over her. The woman almost looks like an animal waiting for a dissection. Actually, whoever did this to her might have been planning to do just that. Hey, come help, someone's trapped. We go onto her legs and hurry to drag her out of the swarm of snakes. I'm worried about her. Snake bites, but I don't see any other large wounds. You're fine now, relax. Yasuoka speaks to her, but the woman doesn't reply. Her eyes half open, staring vaguely. We can't let her die, let's take her back to the mansion. She wants to look if we should help her. Oh, this is where I go back. I forgot about that part. I do remember finding her here, but, you know, it's a bit fuzzy. Welcome back, Oler. Is this really the time to be worried about that? But speaking of clothes, I just remembered. Here, she can wear this. I unwrapped the bundle of clothes and put out the lab coat for her to wear. Alright, I suppose it's better than nothing. Rah! That place is off limits. Noise from the broadcast reverberates in the room. My flashlight blinks out. She noticed. What should we do? We need to get out of here. And I hate to manage that pretty well. I should be able to find my way without a light. Gotta hurry. Let's help her up. Woo. I think her name was Madoka Hiro? Or something? Hiro? Yasuoka takes a deep breath from the back seat. Sounds like a world where an old person grown. I could sound off if I want to. I am, after all, elderly. Is this what they call a woman's intuition, or did she just read my mind? Does that woman look like she'll be okay? You covered her securely with a lab coat, but I still hesitate to look in the rearview mirror. Which way you're looking, I can understand why you're interested, but not trying to look, I promise. Okay, do my best not to, come on. She's quiet, her breathing's calm. She might be sleeping. Mr. Yashiki? I caught a glimpse. What did you see? Tried to keep my tone innocent. The mark. I saw it when we were putting the coat on her, right there on her body. So you've added another to remember even, blah blah blah. My heart drops when I think about how I'll have to tell her the truth of what's happening, but that doesn't mean I can avoid it. Well, I'll have to tell her. The truth is always cruel, but using that excuse to hide it from her would be even crueler. I have a name, you know. The mystery woman seemed asleep, but she suddenly speaks up. You were awake? Sorry, we didn't know your name. I'm Madoka Hiro. I don't care what happens, all I want is to take a shower as soon as possible. Good work out there, Mr. Yashiki, Madam Yasuoka. Who's that lady? Later, hurry, get a bath ready. Scrub-a-dub. We lay a pale-faced hero on the sofa and immediately start treating her wounds. With her guiding us, we're able to give her a proper first aid. It stops swelling, but at least it seems none of the snakes were poisonous. After we finish, her face gradually regains its colour. She emerged us from upstairs wearing the clothing we found in the science lab. Apparently they had been hers. I almost died. Thanks for saving me, I guess. Judging by that casual comment, it seems she recovered her composure. She's still pretty pale, but she doesn't look shaken up anymore. They wanted to torment me and not kill. Small mercies. Otherwise I would have choked on poison or been snake food by now. Spirits drag the living to the depths of despair before killing them. That's what Mary told me before. Thanks to that nefarious nature of theirs, she was able to be saved. You sure you're feeling okay? Don't worry, I'm fine. I bounced back fast. Who knows if that's true, if she's just putting up an act, but regardless, her emotional strength is impressive. So what were you doing in the school? That's what I'd like to know. I was chasing after a woman named Manabe Zukawa. I must have fainted. When I woke up, I was there. Zukawa. Could that be Miss Yu? Miss Yu? Oh, yeah, I heard that was her nickname from when she was a teacher. So who are you chasing? Hold up. My questions first. Who are you people? Give her a basic rundown of the situation. She listens quietly, but I can tell from her expression she's not convinced. I see, I understand, but believing you is something else. You say Zukawa might have become an inhuman monster. Save that for writing horror stories. Her face twitches briefly. Good night, Nielsen. Thank you for stopping by. How is it that you know this Miss Zukawa? She's a colleague from the lab. Not a lot of women work there, so we ended up talking together. And the second I let down my guard... Sounds like Zukawa... Blah. Caused some trouble. She stole something important from me. At first I had no idea where she disappeared to, but... I searched her room in the dorm and learned where she'd holed up. Going off her recent credit purchases, she's been shopping in H City. What? A spirit that goes shopping? People would panic if something like that happened in a grocery store. It appeared in a grocery store. Don't tell me you're serious. Wait, I know you. You're I from Love and Hero. You seemed idiotic on TV, so I guess that wasn't just an act. That's really rude. It is really rude. Supposing you're right and she's a monster, no way she'd go out in public. She obviously used a phone. I even checked with the company. Woman's voice asked them to bring the goods to a designated area. Paid in advance with a bank transfer, so the company delivered as ordered. And the delivery location happens to be a warehouse by H Elementary. And just what were those goods? Animals. No idea what connection she pulled, but they're from pet stores and ranches. Dogs, cats, pigs, snakes, horses. She even managed to get reindeer and ostriches. Black market too, spared no expense. With the Miss Sue name, maybe she was starting a zoo or something. What happened to those animals? She was not noticed since she was in and out of consciousness at the time, but based on what we found in the room she was held in, I can hazard a guess. Blah. So I waited at the empty warehouse for Zukawa to come. At some point I fainted. Next I know I'm butt naked in the middle of the position you found me in. So she was behind it. So then is that also when you got your mark? Mark? Oh, you mean the scar? I still don't believe it, but even if Zukawa happens to be a spirit, then I didn't get it from her. I had it before I went to H City. So where'd you get it? Chill, no need to get upset. I suddenly had it when I woke up 9 days ago. Did you go to any haunted places the day before? Don't be ridiculous. Don't let me with that with inappropriately dressed idols like you. Same goes for the scar. Is there something like this could kill you or give you amnesia? Learning that unscientific is absolutely absurd. Absolutely impossible. She's yelling, but that doesn't hide how she's shaking like a leaf. She's clearly more frightened now than when she was talking about the snakes. Guess she has the fear of the supernatural too, just like Sho. Ahem. That's all I can tell you. You're going after Zukawa, right? I'll help out. Are you truly alright with that? You might die. I don't plan on letting that happen, but if it does, so be it. I'd hate the idea that people couldn't be happy just by being alive. I'm a scholar, life is satisfying my intellectual curiosity. And for that, I need to get that thing back from that thieving hag. So it's more important than your life? What in the world did she steal from you? Seems she doesn't plan on answering that, but we've no reason to turn her down. We should accept her help. Okay, Mr. Yashiki, let's get back to H Elementary. Yes, ma'am. That one. I take another sippy while I can. I don't remember if I have to go back upstairs or not. I guess I'll look around the room. Zukawa's doing. The missing teacher is Zukawa. There's no doubt that she had something to do with the birth of Masu. Let's go. It's unlikely Zukawa is still hiding inside the building. Just like Kira is determined to not recognize the existence of spirits. To get rid of the mark, we have no choice. Haven't been able to thoroughly investigate the room where we saved her. Probably best to start there. Let's go. I forgot how much this game holds your hand. Not like it's a bad thing, I just forgot about it because I'm out here like freaking out, like, oh gosh, I can't remember these specific details, blah blah blah. And then it's like highlighted text, do this thing. And I keep forgetting. I think it was this one. It was not. It was the one after that. Gruesome. They look real, I'm not sure what's used to sever them, but the cuts look strangely clean. Touch it. Gross, would this be a great place to hide things? It's like lifting a bucket of water. Duh. After much struggling, I tipped the head on its side. Cream-colored plastic objects shoved up at the esophagus. What is that? I pull it out and find a transistor megaphone. Got megaphone. What in the hell? It was sort of school events going. What the hell was it doing up in the animal's neck? Was there a need to hide it in the esophagus? Zukawa did bring countless animals here. Her bizarre, insane passion is obvious in this room. Time to yell at the ghost? Nah. Are you alright? I realize that I'm just standing there holding a megaphone that's drenched in yellow liquid. Yeah, sorry. Everything has a meaning. If that's true, this must be really important. Look at it. Staring at the wall. It's alive. Seems alive. Try feeling around inside the desk. Something that could be paper. Is that a talisman? Ah. Failed to destroy this. Fragment 2. Spread them out, stare at them. Can read sentences in each piece, but I don't know how they fit together. Switch them up and look at them again. Then, by a specific frequency of sound waves, the end of the fragment, start fragment G, seems to connect them from the sentence. Might be able to read the fragments if I line them up. I looked at that already. Just some guts. Mounted high on the wall, usually I can't distinguish animals' expressions, but all the heads look like they died in pain. Well, that's sad. I think this is where the other tests are, right? Yeah, okay. Hmm. What did we get this time? It's right if you get a special test. The animal classroom. The animal classroom? Oh, the... Oh, go back to that room then. Sounds like it. Slightly worried about the special part. Hope it's not some weird test. It's probably exactly what it will be. Foreign language can't make heads or tails of it. Mom was next to me. It's in German. Can you read it? I took it in college, so I know a little bit. Oh no, it's starting. It's been a while, but I'll try to read it. You write down the answers. Thank you. Shall we? So what does they say? FDR used to describe the attack. Which country is allied with Japan? Well, hiccup. Hiccup. So the last empty room, go check it immediately. Silent test questions, not particularly elementary level though. Just want to say thanks. No way would I finish that by myself. One more test. Last empty classroom apparently. So, not that way. And not that one either. But this... Is it this one? Because the music room is locked, isn't it? Yeah. Piano's locked in the microphones in the esophagus. Assuming the piano was in the music room, that is. Got a bad feeling. Hurry with the investigation, feeling something is about to happen. We can't go to the music room yet. We gotta do the other things. I know Yasuoka can't play. Hero probably can't. So I know I need I. That startled me. They're gone now, right? Paper box and key, matches music and key. Okay, I really don't want to accidentally trigger Hero. I don't want to accidentally trigger anything. So I'm gonna grab I now. Otherwise I'm gonna mess it up. What's the matter? You aren't feeling strange? We already knew Hero didn't have this mark. She said she had it before she came to the city. Why would I? So around her history, she didn't suffer from the unusual stupid one to Shimio either. It's because a different spirit gave her her mark, which means Hero also If you have something to say, just say it already. Now isn't the time, we'll explain to her later. This was already explained. In any case, it's starting me to hurry and find any remaining clues. Such a weirdo. No, sir. I wonder if I can look at the fire doors up here. I didn't try. Never mind. Guess I did get a lot of talismans already. I do need to go into that room, but I'll do that with I. Otherwise I will absolutely accidentally trigger something I shouldn't be triggering. I'm doing this one's pretty fast. Like, there hasn't been like that much to do. But I was gonna keep it to do 2 chapters at a time because there's only 6 in this game. And yeah, just didn't want to make a weird like odd number of it. Should be right into the science storage room. That reminds me. There's a strange tag attached to the formalin container. Pretty sure it said Great Thrower. The Great Thrower is below. The tag will be referring to this room. Any other special spots here besides the trapdoor and that's in the ground room? Well, appearances looks normal. Touch it. Tap around the wall. Don't know why, but I've seen people on TV shows do it, and I think that's how you check walls. Huh. Eye stares at me blankly. It's not super obvious, but the center portion of the wall seems paler than the rest. If only I had enough skill to be able to tell if it was hollow or not by the sound. I think it just feels kind of different to me. What should I do? Break that shit down! Call attention to me, but this is where Hanihiko lives. Don't think another spirit would come here. Try just once, I'll take it down in one swing. Gather my courage and swing the hammer against the wall with all my might. And a large hole, larger than I expected, opens up. I anxiously wait to see if I drew a spirit close. Luckily, it doesn't seem like anything's coming. That went a lot better than I thought it would. Haha, ha ha ha. I laughed uneasily. Look at it. Still wriggling in the darkness. Take out the clear bottom and pour its liquid inside the hole. Try inside the hole, flail about for a while, but then go back to normal. I take out the matches, light one, and throw it into the hole. A pillar of blue flame shoots out the hole. The snakes writhe around, then vacate the hole en masse. I disappear into the cracks in the walls and beyond the doorway. After the wave of snakes vanishes, I find something on the floor. Must have been carried out the nest when the snakes fled. Got eyes in a Asura's talisman. Yes. But it looks like the snakes brought the talisman on purpose when they fled the hole. It's like they were scared of it burning in the fire. They're trying to protect it from the flames. Must be something really important then. Yes, sir. Okay, now I'll go to the music room. Which will be like literally at the other end of this hall, up here. Step, step, step. Step, step, step. This one? This one. Okay, so intact, probably out of tune, but it's definitely playable. Check the music stand. Piece of sheet music on it. Carp streamer. Probably used to be full of desks, but now it holds a single piano. Making sure I'm not missing anything else, but I don't think I am. Step into the hall and the loudspeaker crackles. I'll use those wonderful brains now. As in ingredients and dissect you. Oops, knocking things over. Did you say so? Dissect us for ingredients? Choose our wonderful brains as ingredients. And dissect us. That means. That's why she had us take those tests. She wanted to see if we were worthy enough to become ingredients. Setting up the tests to select her prey. That was what Misty was trying to do. The head signed up in that bloodstained room. The image of my own hips running comes to mind more easily than I'd like. Sorry, the road's crowded. I get a hold of herself. I shake her, she seems to be dreaming. Something's rushing up the western staircase with amazing speed. Shit. I doubt we'll be able to escape in that case. Our only option is to... We'll ambush her. We'll hide so we get the advantage. I grab I's hand and run down the hall. Which classroom should we hide in? We're into the music room. Don't know if it matters what room. Misty smiles and leaps forward the second she sees us come out of the locker. She's coming closer on her ostrich legs. It's like she could jump us at any moment. Ostrich legs? The charm? Yeah. Snakes is threatening us. Okay. Clear bottle. Matches. Garlic Makes you confused by the massive flames are unable to aim. It's this pig head, right? Carp streamer. It's the piano now. Okay, so it was the music room. His defense is paralyzed, weakened. She's trapped in purple flames. She clings onto me, scrambling to get it back from me. Pressed together, my sweat sculptures as it mixes with her bodily fluids. Gross. I see her eyes, and this charm disintegrates to ash. It misses hand and scatters into the air. Her eyes pin me in place with her intense fury. How dare you? How dare you, great Asura? Six Mrs. arms raised, their heads swiftly struck at their prey. But the fangs stick into Missy's torso. The snakes are freezing on places where she touched my skin. Is it because of my human smell? They devour her torso, the only part of her that is human, as she squeals with joy. Feels so good. Gross. Wait, I just realized that my bitrate is going to duty right now. I didn't realize that. Someone must be downloading. Maybe it's a good thing that this chapter's ending sooner rather than later. Removing their half-drawn bodies, they vanish into the darkness. I don't sense Monsieur anymore. Did we do it? Eyes back to normal. Her mark is probably gone. But as expected, mine is still there. So there are still spirits in the city? Look on my face is probably obvious. Elle looks at me apologetically. Checking if I'm downloading anything. I'm not. So someone else must be. I'm just glad you and Yasuoka are safe now. Mr. Yoshiki? Anyway, I wonder what this is. There's a folded paper on the ground where Misty vanished. Open it and find it's an old map. Shining flashlight on it, the first word I can see is army. Is this what Miss Heroes said was stolen from her? Could be. Put the map in my bag. Let me finally bid farewell to the music room and its beast perfume smell. Oh wait a sec. What is it? I want to bring that sheep music. A reminder of my music beating evil. You know, this would make a great inspiration for a new song. Kinda don't want to linger here. Yeah, I'll just be 2 seconds. Hey. I dashes back inside the music room before I can say anything on her. Jeez. She totally does whatever she wants. Christy was the same way. Is this what happens when you become famous? No, I'm being unfair. Mr. Yashiki? I burst out of the room and clings to me. What happened? A snake. It fell from the ceiling, hit my shoulder and slid down my back. She's nearly in tears. Get it off me. Okay. Feel around her back as she hangs onto me. There's nothing there. Huh. Nothing's there, you can let go already. When you grab my neck, it's hard to... Ah. Sorry. But I was telling the truth, I definitely found something. Maybe it fell off as you were running. So, did you grab the sheet music? Sorry to make you wait. Madam Yasuoka and Miss Hiro are expecting us, so let's head back. We leave for school, climb into the car, and head to the mansion. Maybe I'll save and end so I can just, you know, get it over with. So mine though, I mean, not that I believe that it's going to kill me or anything. It doesn't bother me at all. Talks tough, but the whole time she's clenching her teeth. More importantly, Mr. Shiki didn't see I have anything on her. We missed. Pull out the map from my bag. Yes, that's it. It's an important family heirloom. Here, snatches the map out my hand without even so much as a thank you. Gives you some reward, have us instead. Takes a paper notebook from my coat. Close your hands so much to the notebook we have in the shelter. Suka's diary is in her room. Looks like she was still saying when she wrote in it. Take the notebook from her. Miss Sue is interested in the map of yours, Miss Ruru. Could you tell us more about it? No. Basically just the treasure map. And I want even more. We should have taken a look earlier. Alchemist time, almost on. Everyone should go to get some sleep. You can use any room on the second floor. Thank you, that'd be lovely. Also, and Yasuoka, you must leave the mansion tomorrow. There's no need for you to stay here now that your mark is gone. Oh dear, are you telling me to leave you and Miss Yuri here by yourselves? Please don't joke. So I specifically requested my assistance. I'm grateful, really. But those who have escaped the mark should return to their normal lives. That's the dying wish of Saikuja and Mary's as well. But, Yasuoka, I'd like you to help out in another way. Sure you know the people in this national phenomenon field? Can you search the mark with your knowledge and connections? An investigation like that is beyond me. I know practically zero about spirits. This is the only thing I can think of. If Mary was still here, it'd be different, but... Yasuoka stares at me silently. I stare right back into her eyes, not turning away. Fine. I'll leave the legwork to the young. Do what I can to help. Besides, if I stay behind, I'm sure Miss I would want to as well. Counting on you. Of course, I won't let you down. Voice posture exudes confidence and reliability. I'm sure it's a good part of why she's so successful as a fortune teller. However, I shall rest for today. These old bones are exhausted. Good night. Miss Yashiki, are you sure you'll be okay without me and Madam Yasuoka? Yeah, I've survived this long already. Unease is bubbling up within me, but I push it down and force a smile. I can't let her worry about me. Okay, then I'll trust you. But you gotta promise me. When your mark is gone, you'll come to one of my concerts, promise? If I get a VIP pass. Of course. Get your front row seat for sure. Okay, I'm heading up. Good night. Jeez, so you're saying I have to stay? Not that I care. Thought you didn't believe in the mark's curse because it was unscientific. Of course, there's no way in hell I'd believe something like that. But it's also true that I haven't found solid proof to deny it either. Miss Yasuoka, Miss I's marks really did up and disappear. So I decided to stay here and see how this plays out, that's all. It's the truth. I can see she's desperately trying to hide that she's terrified of the supernatural. Are you for saving me? So I'll tell you a bit about it. It could be related to the marks somehow too. You talking about the map? Yeah. It's an underground shelter in each city. The only way Suka found shelter because of this map. Not sure why she'd be eager for an old map for facilities that have been 50 years old. That's a secret. It's just possible that whatever turned Suka into a monster is down there in that shelter. What do you mean? I already told you that I have no intention of giving you any details. I'm tired too, so I'm going to bed. Okay, makes her way upstairs to the rooms and the last conversation swirls around in my head. Shelter, army, Suka transforming. Deja vu I felt on the shelter. What does it all mean? It's no use, my brain is so tired that the words